All right, we're back. Let's see if this is better. Yeah, there we go. You should be fine now. There we go. We're back. TikTok being TikTok. There we go. Is it possible to work in your field, or do you get high level math, physics, and trading? Hmm. I tried explaining my working strategy to people and they didn't care. What does that have to do with anything? No, you can do well for trading. You probably need a decent understanding. You can do it with a finance degree, maybe. It's just a lot harder. No, it's possible the finance degree, but you still need some level of math. Once you have some level of math, it's a lot easier, significantly easier. What's good, Nisu? You could probably, but it's better to do stats or something. I would just have all my money. Well, at least people are getting what they're buying. People are getting what they're buying. Well, happy Easter. I have a finance degree, and econ and business. But anyway, Jose.
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 31.
You sell a course or no?
No, I don't.
Oh, yes.
I do want to add something though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do trade with my own capital,
Yeah.
and it is achievable. Very hard
Yeah.
on my margin account.
Hmm.
I'm up 10K,
Yeah.
but on my cash account, I'm down like 30,000. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. It hurts, yes,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't believe in selling courses. I don't.
No,
I
that's
don't.
good.
I don't think. I don't. Yeah, I don't.
And
It's.
I,
Go ahead.
yeah, and I was gonna say, like, I'm assuming you're in a good enough financial position where that money isn't like affecting you too hard. You have like more investments and things along those lines.
Correct. Also, I was in the military, so during that time,
Nice.
I decided to buy stocks, but also what really caught my attention was options trading, and I learned that,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
entry is as important, but a bunch of other things are important too, right?
Yes.
Because you could also get, I mean, it just depends, right? I like to mess with zero dates sometimes, not always, but
Oh, those ones are that's just straight gambling,
I
but it's
know
fun. But it's fun.
it
I messed with
is.
options before too. You get a rush out of it, but it is
Yeah, and
yeah.
it's crazy because if you look at at least
Yeah.
I've religiously looked at charts. Sometimes, like my head hurts so much. But anyways, I've noticed that
Yeah.
if if you could be on the right side, let's say if you have like a lot of liquid, right? You could be on the right side of a zero date, and you can only put down like 3 to 500 if you have that capital. And
Yeah.
by the end of the day, if you're right, you can. If
Oh
you
yeah.
could walk away
You
home with a lot of cash.
yeah, you can yeah, some zero DTEs you could hit for like a 10, 20, 30x.
hmm
Yeah,
Here, I'll
like
tell you what happened to me on
yeah.
Friday. So I had swung a call option and it was zeroed out.
Yeah.
And when I don't know, it was XPX, it went from 6450 to like 6600. So I looked at my account, bro, and it was already zeroed out, so I couldn't like sell the option. And so I
No.
looked at it, bro, and it was at 500 bucks. I sold that thing quick. But that's the thing, you know, where people can,
Mhm.
it's possible, but
The
yeah.
options, the hard part that screws you over is really the liquidity because those like spreads
Mhm.
and you can't get in at the right price and you're just barely like a few cents will make or break if you're profitable or not because like every option's a
Yeah.
hundred. Oh, the underlying and every dollar is like basically times whatever. Anyway, the point is like that stuff is hard.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
And I guess the best, like, I guess advice is like, don't buy courses, man. Just like ride the waves yourself, and you know, like, just figure it out, man. If you just really want to do it, like, it's gonna,
yeah,
think about it, man. Like all these companies, they take losses on revenue and all this and
yeah.
that. Like, if you really want to be about it, you're gonna have to really just ride the waves yourself, you know, and
Yeah,
figure it
or
out. Hmm.
either yeah, and then at the end of the day, it's like you have to be in a good enough financial position to do it because otherwise, if you get wrecked, you're gonna lose your
Right.
all your income. You're gonna
Yeah.
be out of luck because a lot of these guys they do it, but they don't necessarily have high income jobs. So it's like
Mhm.
if you lose out all this money that you saved to trade with, you're gonna have to go back to making like very little money just
True.
right back. Yeah.
That's true. All right, brother.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you for joining, Jose.
no
Appreciate
worries,
it.
bro. Happy trading.
Thank you. You too.
A
Happy
little bit.
trading to you too. And we'll move on to the next guy. Do 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 O trading or 00 trading. Hello, how old are you?
Um, pretty old.
Okay.
Probably way older than you.
What age?
Probably older than you.
Hmm?
I could tell I'm older than you.
Okay, but what age? Or age range, I guess.
Let's just say I'm about 28.
You're 28. Okay,
28.
go. Yeah, go ahead.
Uh, so I think what. So
Are
you
you,
want to make money?
are you sure you're 28?
Yeah.
You're kind of struggling to like, kind of like say what you want to say. It seems like you might be a bit hesitant. Oh, if you're 28, what year were you born?
1998,
What month?
April 1st.
Uh-huh. So you just turned 28 3 days ago.
Yeah. But I've been trading for about a year now.
Uh-huh. And what have you learned, or what were you gonna say?
Most of it is psychology.
It's not. What makes you think
Let
it's
me let me tell you
psychology?
why.
Okay,
Down to the
why?
bare minimum, it's all about bulls and the bears.
The what in the Bears? Do you say the Wolves or the Bulls?
The bulls and the bears.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Just yeah. You're right there. Yeah.
Um,
What are you trying to say?
well, I actually have a working strategy,
Okay. Yeah. You have a working strategy. All right.
but
Yeah. And what's your
I have a working strategy,
working?
but it's
But it's what?
mostly
You say it's
psychological.
illogical? Mostly.
Psychological.
Okay. The
Psychology.
psychological in what way? How is it psychological?
Well, I I split it into two different types of psychology.
Okay.
One is the internal, the ones that you can control, like
The one that okay.
your own emotions, right?
Yeah.
That's the internal
Yeah.
stuff like you can control.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
Got you
external
there.
is like other people, like reading other people.
Reading
Like
other
where do they have
people.
to leave?
Okay.
Yeah,
How do you
like
read
where
that?
are
So
people forced?
uh
How do I read that?
yeah, you read them. Okay.
If I told you,
Mm.
okay, I'll just tell you. Fuck it.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
so I have like four different models that I use.
Uh-huh.
One for daily bias,
Uh-huh.
one
What?
for entries,
Uh-huh.
and then I got another one for it's sort of like another entry model, but
Okay, okay, but where is this going? Like, but you don't sell this, do you, or you just wanted to share that you had a strategy?
No, I want to tell you that it's mostly psychological.
Okay, I know, I got you there. I understand, like you have a psychological approach, which is very non-traditional, let's just say. But like, were you gonna say something on topic, or
Oh, you want to know
yeah, I was just wondering if
what? You
you're like
want to know
selling
if
a
trading? You want to
course
know if
or
courses are a scam?
no, not like that. But like, I was just saying, if I was just wondering, like, if you were selling a course or you had to take on the topic. What you described as an interesting strategy, but like, I don't, I was just trying to focus more so on topic
What about scammers?
or about like
I
course
mean,
sellers.
smarter.
Right.
No, I
Uh,
don't. I
but you're kind of cracking up. I gotta move on to the next guest. I'm sorry, man, but thank you for joining. Just want to kind of stay on topic. That was interesting, but hey, if he has a strategy, he's making money. Great for him. Not against it at all. But hello, hello,
Yo,
futures Corey. How old are
18,
you? Okay.
but I
Uh,
have made over six figures with trading with proof.
uh, with proof,
Yes, with
eight,
proof.
eight, eight figures.
Six, not
Oh,
eight.
6 figures. Okay, okay. Thought I heard eight. All right. So 6 figures you're trading. What's your ROI?
About 80%, 60. Nah, probably around 60. Probably around 65, including like taxes and all that.
For how many years? So you said you're
Three.
for how
It
old you
took
said you
me.
were?
It took me. I'm 18.
So you were trading for 5 years at 65%.
I said 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years since 15. Sorry, not for 5 years. I'm sorry. You've been trading since you were 15, averaging 65% a year.
No, no, it took me two
Uh,
years to become profitable
Okay, so you've been averaging 65%, what, 2 years or?
for 1 year. I've only been profitable for about a year.
Okay. So how much? Okay, so if you made 65% to get to 100,000, how much money would you have to have started with?
I started scaling prop firms. I started with Top Step.
No, no, but you just said you got 65% and it got you 100,000. So how much money would you have to start with that a 65% gain on it would get you to 6 figures?
I only started with around 1,500.
So that 65% on 1,500 wouldn't even get you to 3,000. So how did you get to
Oh,
a
I trade
hundred
prop firms.
thousand?
I don't trade no live account. I don't trade live accounts.
Yeah, I know that prop firms also have ROI, like just
Well,
like
yeah.
you.
Do you mean what? How much? So I made over six figures, right? Do you mean that?
Yeah.
How
Like
much of
what?
that do I keep home?
No, like what percentage? What percentage on your money do you make? So you put in a dollar. Let's say I put in a dollar, I get back $1.50. That's a 50% ROI. Like you.
Put in $1. I
Yeah.
know what ROI is. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm
I
asking like
literally.
what's your ROI? Because you made 100K. So then what would your
I can show
ROI
bank
be?
statements, checks, bank stacks, all that,
That
bro.
doesn't actually show your ROI.
Okay, ROI is return on investment. I know that. I
Yeah.
don't know like what it fluently is though. I literally like
Just like
I
roughly.
just
What do you just roughly? It has like 100%. It's just like roughly.
so wait. All right. So I'm gonna be honest. I know what return on investment is, but I don't know 100%. Can you like, give me a little explanation? I can tell you.
Like just I like I said, like you put a dollar into a stock, into a prop account, into a future, whatever. You put in a dollar, you get $1.50 out. That's a 50% return on investment. Does that?
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. So
So
then,
yeah. Oh. Then I
yeah.
have like I don't know, probably 1,000 over 1,000 ROI because I
So
started with 1,000 trading prop firms.
okay, so for $1,000 to go to $100,000, that would be more than 1,000% ROI because that just 10x's it. So that was over 2 years. It would go from 1,000 to 10,000. Actually, wait, no, that would be if you're 10xing your money each year because it would go from 1,000 to 10,000 and then 10,000 to 100,000. So you 10x your money for 2 years.
I've only been profitable for 1 year, brother.
So then, how did you get to 100,000?
My first month becoming profitable, I made 8,000 that month,
Mhm.
and then second month, I was break even. Third month, like 10K. Fourth
Okay.
month, I lost money. Like it's just been a whole journey. But this month, I just did 45,
Okay.
which
You
is
did
my literally
45K.
yeah. This month, I can show you my
Do you
checks,
sell
bro.
a
I'm dead ass.
course? I didn't ask for your checks, but do you sell a course?
I just started, and I used to sell a low ticket for $98. I turned I think what was it 9 people profitable. One of my students is doing $25,000 a month right now.
That's not even, okay, so how much do you sell it for currently?
Now I sell for 5,000 because I
For
made
5,000. Okay.
but I made 9 people profitable out of
Out of how many?
13, 13.
Profitable by what amount?
Like passing
Profitable
me
is,
though and getting a payout.
yeah, you can't, profitable just means you put $1 in, you get more than $1 out.
No. I stay profitable by 6 figure funding.
Are you saying they're profitable by six figures?
6 figure funding, yes. So funded with
So are
six
they
figures.
profitable
Yes, they're profitable. I don't talk to them people anymore. I currently only have one student in my high ticket.
for 5K?
Yes. And I have
Uh-huh.
more people wanting to join because, well, I have two. One of them's doing $25,000 a month, and the other one just joined 2 months ago.
Okay. Yeah, and this doesn't really tell me much other than you have some people that got lucky. I'm assuming if those numbers are true. Again, this doesn't
Yeah,
seem very
I can show
realistic.
you.
Hmm?
I can show you, but if you really want, but
Show me what?
bank checks and all that,
What about a tax statement?
like a 1099.
Yeah.
I currently don't have that right now, but I have it on my MacBook.
Oh, okay. But, anyway, but you do have a 1099. You did that, right? Or
Yeah,
oh, oh. Curious.
but yeah,
But
I'm trying to
so
say that.
so you're
I'm
selling. But okay, so let me get this right. Someone pays you $5,000, and you're going to teach them how to make 25K a month.
No, I don't. I guarantee they could become profitable. I work with them.
You
I
guarantee
wor-
they can become profitable.
yeah, I work with them for until they become profitable. So I guarantee they do. And if they don't, I give them the money back.
Again, but like, how do you know that they're going to be profitable? Do you just like,
If they don't
what does
become profitable, I
profitable
give them
mean?
their money back.
Okay, and what does profitable mean to you? Like, how much money do they make for you to be for them to be profitable?
6 figures in funding and start getting your first payout. So start.
How much like money do they have to make for you to say that they're
I would
profitable?
say over 5,000.
So if someone makes over $5,000, you would consider that profitable.
Yes.
But and you're not counting any costs that they put into it.
Um.
What if someone spends $3,000, pays you 5,000, then they get a $5,000 payout? Would that be considered profitable?
Well, now they know how to make a. Well, now they know how to get a $5,000 payout for the rest of their lives. So
That
yes, I
is one
do.
of the most insane statements I've ever heard in my entire life. So let me just tell me if I'm wrong here. So someone pays you $5,000 and you teach them how to get $5,000 payouts for the rest of their life.
Yes,
How
that
often?
is good.
How often?
Every month, and
So someone pays you 5K and you teach them how to make 60K every year for the rest of their life.
well, if they make $5,000 a month, their first month of making $5,000 a month, 3 months later they should be at 30K a month pretty easily.
So
That
3 months later, they're gonna 6x their money.
that's how prop firms work.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then with 30K, let's follow this logic. So let's start January. January, you start 5K. 3 months in, it's April. You're at 30K. 3 months in, what would that be? May, June, July. 30K times four is 120,000. And then from July to October, you're at 360,000. And then from October to January, you would be what, like nearly $1 million?
Yeah, in a month. Well, it depends how good of a trader you are, obviously, bro.
Do you not hear what you're saying?
So do you know what copy trading is? Copy trading across.
Yeah, yeah, but like, do you not hear yourself? So you're saying someone pays you 5K in a year. If they follow what you're telling them, they can profitably make their 5K. They start January. Next year, January, they're going to make $1 million a month following what you're saying.
Well, obviously, it depends on them.
Is that
But
not what you said? Is
Riley Botha, for example, he's making what 100K a month, and he just turned profitable about a year and a
dude?
half ago.
So again, like I don't know even who you're talking about, but
He's
regardless, like, do
he's a
you not
person.
follow? Like, do you realize how insane your numbers are? Or no, because
I mean, yeah, the 30K a month is obviously very fucking hard, but I give them a. So what I have proof of me taking 100 trades, and I
that's
won 86 out of them.
no, but like, you do realize that's not the kind of proof that would be used in like finance. For finance, you would have to have like mathematical proof. You like like what math is, right? I'm sure.
Wait, hold on. This guy just said you can't guarantee a profit amount. That is literally why I said I refund them if they don't become profitable. So, but wait, so what were you saying?
What was your highest level of education, if you don't mind me asking?
High school.
Yeah, that checks out because your math isn't very strong at all. Like
I know
six
it's
xing
not.
your
I know it's not, but I still make a lot.
I yeah, dude. You again, if you do realize you just said pay me 5K, I'll teach you how to make 5K, and then 3 months later you'll be making 30K. So
No,
you're
I don't guarantee that. It's a rare occasion that people make $30,000 a month.
no, but that's what you described. I asked you like someone makes 5K a month. You're like, yeah, they can make 5K payouts each every time, and I asked you like, oh, it's like 60K a year, 5K every month, and then you just said, oh no, that's 5K their first month. If they can do that, then 3 months later they can do 30K.
Yeah, I said they can. That's not everyone. Like for example, my student
Okay,
Nathan.
but can is not a okay, but can doesn't mean anything. Someone can win a lottery ticket and become a multimillionaire. Someone can win the super lotto and become a billionaire. And Erwin Castro, he's basically a billionaire from winning the super lotto, whatever it was called. It can happen,
But
but is that realistic?
but how does that involve statistics? That's just getting lucky.
How
In
does that?
trading,
Because there's something
in
called
trading, there's actual
odds.
statistics.
Yeah, it's called odds. Yeah. You
Yeah,
know what odds are, right? Like the odds of
yeah.
something happening. So I could say like, hey, I can go win the lottery for $1 million. I'll be a millionaire. Just buy the
That's one
lotto.
in a
What are
billion,
your
though. The
right?
chances of them
There you go.
making
That
30K a
odds.
month
So what are the
is
odds of that?
of them making 30K a month.
Yeah.
Well, so I have 13 traders in total.
Huh? Yes.
9 of them became profitable, and
What?
one of them is making $25,000 a month, and the other ones are making. I don't talk to them anymore, but when I did leave them, they were making around 5K a month.
So none of them are making the 30K that you're talking about.
And only Nathan is at $25,000 a month. I think he'll be at
That's not
30K.
30, but
I think he'll be at 30
so
next
why
month
are
too.
you? Why are you? Okay, but do you believe that like this is? Wait. I just have a question. Do you think trading is linear? Like whatever you're making right now, you're going to continue to make it in the future?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay. So you don't actually understand trading then? Like that right there tells me you don't actually understand
Well, wait,
trading.
listen. If
It's not
yeah,
linear
in 10
though.
years you'll still make money. Not maybe not next
No,
month.
no, it's not linear, dude. Just because you have money, you have success in the short term, meaning like you haven't tested it, you don't know if it's going to work long term.
I
You know
adapt to the markets though. That's why I
how?
trade discretionary.
But discretionary would is just vibes
I don't
based,
trade like a bot. I don't trade like a bot. I trade discretionary.
just vibes trading.
What?
So that would just be vibes trading, dude. Like nothing.
Discretionary trading, yeah.
Yeah.
Where
So again, so you trade vibes, and you're gonna make what 5K a month every. You're gonna get payouts consistently. Like this isn't gonna change. Market's linear. Like do you?
obviously you're going to have red months. I went like I said,
But
I did
yeah,
$5,000 a month, and then next month I was red. It's just how
yeah.
trading works. But
But I thought you said the
if you keep
markets were
going,
linear.
yeah, they are.
So
If
if
in
it's
10
linear, how did you have a green month then a red month? That would mean it's not linear.
because then I had another green month later that canceled out the red month,
But do you
and
know what
now
linear means?
it means like consistent, right? Or like it's long term,
So
right?
how is it then green, red, green? That doesn't seem consistent. That would mean it's non-linear
Why does that matter though if you're still
because
making money?
you're making claims that are inherently false and you're trying to teach people about something that you
In
don't have
in 10
knowledge
years they'll
about.
be making money though. I
No,
can
they
almost
wouldn't actually. That
Why do you think
You
that?
know what your expected value is? Your long-term expected value? It's a math formula. Like there's an expected value that will tell you what you're going to make long term.
By trading the same exact strategy
Yeah.
the whole time,
Yes. Yes.
and I
Yes,
don't do that.
absolutely.
And I don't do that. I trade discretionary, like I said. I have a base model of a
Mhm.
strategy, and then I
Okay.
trade discretionary off the model.
You trade discretionary off a model, so what's the point of the model then if it's all discretionary? Because you don't
So
have to follow your model, so then it's like,
I
yeah.
do like VWAP, uh,
Okay.
untouched for Fibonacci tool, which uses math,
But
and
you don't know math. Like, what do you mean it uses math? In what way?
it uses math in the markets. What do you mean?
No, but in what way? What math formula could you say it? Or
79% extension. So
that's not
like,
a okay. What's the formula? Or
bro, I understand trading. I don't understand this pointless shit that you're saying. Though. Like that's like college.
trading is math. Like you do.
Yeah,
Or
yeah. Trading is math, but like you don't need what you're talking about to become profitable. All I
so
have
why
to
does
do is
everyone on Wall
understand
Street use it?
because they're obviously way better trader than me. I'm not a Wall Street trader. They're making tens of million dollars a year. I'm only making $45,000 a month.
That would make so you are you a millionaire?
No, I'm not. I mean, I don't know yet. This was
How
my
much do
biggest
you
month ever.
how
This was
much do
like
you
a.
make off your courses?
I only said 5,000 so far, like
No, no, but
six
like
k.
total.
Yeah, like six. All right, I'm not even saying this to be funny, but around 6 to 7,000.
I thought you said it was 5K per
I sold a
person.
low ticket before.
Okay, so you haven't even been selling like you only sold $7,000 worth of courses?
Yeah,
Okay.
or I think like 6.3. I'd say rough estimate.
All right. Do you have an affiliate code or something? Because where are you getting this money from? It's not
No,
from
I
the
don't.
trading. Yeah.
I genuinely make money from trading. Like
But you don't know what your ROI is.
like I said, I just turned 18, bro. I don't understand all that bullshit.
That would be linked to your trading, but
It is, but I know our return on investment. I actually do understand it. I just didn't understand like 100% though. But how does that matter if a trading course is a scam though? Like how does that?
because when someone's selling a trading course, you're going to want to know what your expected value is.
So they spend 5K, and I teach them to make $5,000 a month, and if they don't, I give them a refund. That's just
Every
one of my
month?
offers.
5K every month, or you said it was more? You said they can scale up from 5K.
This kid said, "You're a course seller, you scammer." Okay, okay, wait, what'd you say?
So this is this guy's like logic. Give me 5K and you'll get 5K every month.
Yeah, well, I'll make them 5K that month, and when they do, I let them off.
Yeah, I figured that, but again, like what's your guarantee that they're going to make 5K next time? You do realize it's not linear. Like
Well,
strategies
then
don't work forever.
I teach them discretionary trading. I teach them exactly how I trade. But
But if
yeah,
it's
I don't. Bro,
discretionary,
they
it's just
obviously
vibes based.
they
Discretionary
are.
would change every time you trade. How are you going to teach them every single time you trade? What are we
So do
talking
you know who
about?
Dodgy's DD is?
No,
I basically trade like him.
no idea who that is. Okay,
Um, he's also a course scammer, or not a course scammer, course
that's
seller.
that is hilarious.
No, he has made over $1 million in courses though, so that's why I
Oh, okay,
said
yeah, that's where the money's from. Okay, so you see a guy made $1 million over courses, and you want to be like him.
no. He shows stuff. I actually don't know if he's legit, but I do trade like
If
him.
he
That's
made a
why I was
million
talking.
dollars in courses, he's not legit, dude. Why would
He
he?
might not be.
Someone selling $1 million in courses is not making $1 million in trading. They wouldn't be selling courses. They would be on Wall Street, dude. Why do you think none of the Wall Street firms that do trading ever sell a course? Why is that the case? Not a
Because they
single
make so
one.
much money from trading.
Oh, so you're not making so much money from trading. There you go. There it is. You
I
came to the
am
same conclusion. No, but if you're making all this money from trading, wouldn't it logically track that then you're not gonna
because I actually
what?
want to change people's life. I was just having this
Why
talk with
charge
one of my
for it?
students.
Why charge
Literally
for it? You want to change people's lives. Why not do it for free then? Why
because
5K?
I don't want to attract retards.
But you
I don't
can't
want
say
to
that word
attract.
on TikTok. I'll let you back up in like 10 minutes, but you can't say that on TikTok. I'll let you back up in 10 minutes or so. But TikTok is very sensitive about that, unfortunately. I will let you back up in 10 minutes, I promise, but you have to wait at least 10 minutes for that a violation thing to pass. No, it's all good. It's all good, Corey. No worries. But where's Matt? Let's see, Matt. Hello, Matt. How
Yo,
old are you?
Tiggy,
Yeah, how old are you, Matt?
I'm 25.
Do you sell a course?
But no, I just wanted
Yeah,
to jump on what that last guy was saying. So
yeah.
he's saying he's made about 1 million in a year, right?
I
He's
think he was
sold.
saying one of his friends made $1 million in a year. That was not him. That was some other guy that he was saying that he copied his trading style.
No,
That's
no,
what he was saying.
he said he makes 45K a month, but he
Yeah.
said he might be close to 1 million, right?
I don't think that's no. He was saying the other guy sold $1 million. I think he said he made six figures, and if he does make 45K a month and scales that up, then I'm assuming he thinks he's gonna get to $1 million.
All right, let's say,
Mhm.
all right, I'll lowball and say like 400,
Yeah.
500K, right?
Uh-huh.
If you sell 6 grand in courses,
Yeah.
that's equivalent to 1.2% of his
Yeah.
yearly salary. To
That's
put that,
assuming, but that's assuming he's making 45K a month every month.
yes. I mean, yeah.
Where's the evidence that he's gonna do that though? That's a big
No,
assumption.
I'm just putting in perspective. That's the
Yeah.
same as someone making 60 grand a year,
Uh-huh.
selling a few items, making
Oh
$300.
yeah, it
It's
doesn't make sense.
it makes no sense. Why?
Right.
Like,
It's not worth his time.
yeah, it's
If he
not
was
worth your
making that kind of
time. You're
money.
not gonna
Yeah,
teach
yeah.
someone how to sell, flip items on Facebook for $300,
Yeah.
if you make. So, I mean, I think the method is these guys just like rent cars for a day,
Definitely
post
have, yeah.
post some content,
Hmm.
and then get some suckers to click on their links and sell them a trading course. But yeah, my
Yeah.
bad. Just wanted to jump
No
in and
worries. Got you there.
say how stupid this math was.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, like, what's your highest level of education? Because like anyone who tells you that they're gonna go from like 5K to 3 months to 30K would mean that you have like you're 6xing your compounded growth within those 3 months. That would get you to $1 million from say January
Yeah,
2025. You do the strategy January 2026, you would get almost $1 million a month, which
yeah. And
obviously isn't happening.
the buzzword they like to use is, oh yeah, I give them these funded accounts. You can
Yeah.
apply and buy a
Mhm.
quote unquote funded account for like
Yeah.
$200-300. You get
Okay.
access to 100K in capital.
Yeah.
You have X amount of leverage,
Yeah.
and you either lose your account or not. But
Right.
anyone that describes, oh yeah, these Wall Street guys, they make too much money to sit down and make you a course.
Yeah.
No, they run their own books. If they partner with a hedge fund, they get a percent off the top.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it actually works. And these guys
Yeah.
just sell the dream to like these poor little kids that grow up
Yeah.
looking at this content.
Pretty much. I think this guy might be a course seller that he's talking to.
Yo, no,
Hey,
I'm not a
how old
course
are you?
seller,
How
bro.
old are you?
I'm a real trader, bro.
But how old are you?
I'm 18.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So, basically, you guys are saying, oh, if you make so much money from trading, why do you need to sell a course? Because,
Yeah.
bro, he has the knowledge to sell it, bro.
Doesn't
Why
know.
not? Why not do it?
Because if you had the knowledge about trading, you would
Yeah,
understand that your
but you gotta
strategy gets
understand.
degraded. It
Let me,
gets
okay,
degraded over time if multiple people use it.
that's the thing. Let me tell you something. All right.
Yeah.
So basically,
Hmm.
you know what alpha decay is, right?
Yeah,
That's
of
what you
course.
just said. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. It is not a real thing, bro.
Alpha decay is a real thing. Who told you it wasn't?
Multiple people use the same strategy as me, and it still
What's
works
their
every single
alpha?
day.
Sure, what's their alpha though?
IFG. We all use
No,
IFG,
but
and it
what's
still
their
works.
what's their alpha? If you're saying alpha decay isn't real, calculate the alpha, have multiple people use that strategy, and show that the alpha doesn't decrease over time.
But and then you keep saying math, right? What does math have to do with trading? I
That
suck
has
at
to do with
math.
alpha decay. That
I
literally
suck
has
at
to do with
math,
alpha decay, though.
but I suck at math though, and I still
And
trade. I'm still profitable.
What do you
you
think
go,
trading is? I'm just
yeah.
curious.
You're finding an edge in the market.
How would you
Yeah,
find an
so
edge without math?
yeah, if you're gonna value an asset,
Yeah,
you need math, right?
I
yeah,
mean, I trade without using math, and
yeah.
I'm profitable. So
Yeah, but then
What's to that?
by what percentage are you profitable by? I could put $1 in, get, $1.01 out and be profitable. That doesn't tell me by what amount.
I mean, shit. I would say at least in five figures.
But on like starting from where? Five figures, starting from 100,000, starting from $1,000. Like that's why I said like what's your like I guess your ROI would be a good way of measuring it. That just tells you a percentage
Ten
of
thousand.
10,000 ROI or
10,000. You make over 10,000, you're profitable.
no, but like what's your starting amount?
My starting amount, I
Yeah.
started with like 1,000, just using prop firms,
And
just
in a
buying
year, and did you make 10K in a year or
in a couple months.
I do want
okay?
to point out someone in the comments said you do not have to value an asset when you're trading.
Which you absolutely do.
The
All
silliest,
trade, yeah,
actually,
like
the silliest thing I've ever heard. That's
yeah, like I
trading
mean,
is
I'm sure you know this too, unknown, but like when you're taking a trade, your assumption is that what you're buying is worth more than what the price you get it at, right? You want it to go up, correct?
or less.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
You want it to go up.
right. So that would mean that the price that you're buying it at, you evaluated it as being worth more than what the price is. So, for example, you see something like a stock at $100, you evaluate it as being really worth, say, $120, and then you buy it. So that way, when it goes up to what it's really worth, you would profit the difference. That's basically how trading works. You're taking a different position, like
Yeah,
you're taking a position on an asset. Yeah, so that's why I say like you have to know like math really if you want to be a great trader. So that way you properly evaluate the price of the things that you're trading on, and that would literally apply to everything. Like
yeah.
yeah,
But you don't need like you're saying
yeah.
just because he was a high school, just because he finished math in high school, or he's not this, he's not that. Like it's not really hard.
No, no, but the part that I was pointing that out because the numbers that he was saying, like, if you're able to follow along with the numbers that he was saying, he's basically saying you start 5K a month, then 3 months later you're making 30K, meaning every 3 months you're 6xing what you're making per month. So if you were to start January, by April you're making 30, by July you're making 120, by October you're making 360, and by January of next year you're making basically $1 million a month. Do you see how like that doesn't seem very realistic at
Yeah,
all?
I
Yeah.
could see he was probably lying. That
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
mean,
pointing out. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
if he was aware of the math that he was saying, he would realize that what he's saying is completely nonsense.
But the only thing I just came up here to say is
Yeah.
okay, maybe most of these, maybe big
I
like
don't know about that
TJR,
before. Yeah.
these TJR people, yeah, maybe all these
Oh
people
yeah.
are like, these people are like all
Hmm.
fake ass core sellers. Yes, I agree with
Yeah.
that. TJR is a fake ass core seller, but I feel like it's not every single one of it's well, not let me not say me because I'm not a
Hmm.
core seller,
Right.
but it's
You're
not
not
every,
included. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's not every single one. Some people are literally they know how to trade. So why not make
I'll
money
tell you
off
why.
that?
Yeah, because of alpha decay. Again, this is why I'm saying like you would want to calculate if you want to prove alpha decay isn't real, find a strategy that has alpha and then just keep track of that alpha throughout the year and have multiple people trade with that strategy and you will see that number start to decline. Like alpha decay, you would say that has to do with the alpha formula, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So just if you can do that, then you can, disprove what is, basically theory at this point. Not even theory, just accept it as being part of reality. Like if you could disprove that, that would be huge. I mean, you can go tell all the hedge funds that they should stop arresting people for leaking their strategies.
Well, well, me
Yeah.
personally, well, I don't know about like selling it to multiple people, but
Yeah.
I have 2 to 3 friends that use my same strategy. I would say
Yeah.
it works, but I don't know about thousands of
Yeah.
people. It might be real. I
Yeah.
personally don't know. Futures, you're a core seller, right? You said how many
Yeah.
students you had?
I had 13 total.
13, and you all give them the same strategy because you're a mentor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and with all these 13 students, has it affected your strategy?
Nah, because
Well,
it's only 13. And
well, he doesn't know if it has because he hasn't calculated it for him to know if it affected his strategy or not. He would
and
have
for
to
prop
calculate
firms,
it.
you're basically paper trading, so there's no alpha decay.
There is still alpha decay in prop firms. It's not the same way as in live markets, but it's still there. Because if you have a strategy that works for a prop firm, eventually they're going to ban your account. or change the rules because they're
Yeah,
not going to
yeah.
let you like take money forever.
Yeah, I mean, but you still have to
That's
have
what Top Step
alpha.
did to
But
me. They banned
because
me.
Yeah, you
because to
still
me,
need
when I
to
trade,
have alpha in order to think you have a strategy with a prop firm.
Right.
well,
So
I would say that's for core sellers because when I trade, the only math I use is like risk to reward, how many contracts or units I'm going up. That's the only math I really use. I don't really use any of that other stuff. Maybe some of like the tools
What's up,
like for the
Mr. Stranger?
numbers, like
Yeah.
maybe some
the
tools for numbers, but other than that, I don't really use math. Like I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, and I
Tick.
got you there. Right? Yeah, yeah. You can. Yeah, here's the thing. You can do it without math. The only issue you run into is you can't calculate what's happening. Like you're
Maybe
basically.
for core
Yeah.
sellers, okay, then we can bring up math. You can
Yeah.
start bringing up money.
Hmm.
Okay, alpha decay, like you said, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
How many people are using your strategy? Okay, you can
Yeah.
bring up math to that. But
Yeah.
if you're just a normal trader,
Hmm.
you really don't need a lot of math.
Well, I don't. I would actually agree. You don't need a lot. You just what you need is at least to know if, like, wouldn't you
Common
want to?
sense.
No, like apart from that, like, wouldn't you want to know if your strategy is working? Like, just to be able to prove it that you're
I
not just
mean,
getting
I'm
lucky.
winning. I'm winning trades. I mean, it
Yeah.
looks like I'm winning shit.
Yeah, and
Like
I
to
got you there, but like my thing is like, how do you know you're not just getting lucky? You know?
I'm not getting lucky because I'm winning every single day. So I mean,
No,
I'm
but
clearly doing the same. I'm doing the same thing. So let me tell you, when I lose,
Mhm.
that's the whole point of journaling. So you know what you did wrong, so not to do it again.
but then if you're consistently winning every single time, wouldn't you want to like automate that or something? Or anyway, just something like where you're gonna, just automate it, or maybe try what's the word I'm looking for? Just I don't know. I would say still just try to see if you can calculate out. The formula for alpha is not very complicated. There's multiple formulas, but you can just kind of just use the basic one just to give you an idea. Um,
Doesn't back testing test
Yeah,
alpha?
back testing. I
yeah,
mean,
it
I
does.
mean,
Yeah,
I
I
don't really
did.
back test. I mean,
I
I'll
did.
forward test like on like real life market data,
Wait, did you say how would you forward test?
like market data. Like I'm not saying like I trade like real market. I'm saying like when the market's moving, that's where I go to like trade, and
But
that's where I'm back testing.
that wouldn't be a forward test. That would just be you trading, no? Or are you doing like a paper account?
Yes, yeah, paper account.
Oh, I see. You're
With
just I got you. You're
yeah,
testing it with the paper.
yeah,
Okay, that makes
yeah,
more sense. Yeah, because I don't think I've heard of forward testing before.
yeah. My bad.
Yeah, no
I should have
worries.
said it better. Yeah,
No, I got you there. Yeah, but then
yeah.
futures, when you back test, how are you back testing it? Do you code it?
No, I just
Mm.
trade by my
Mhm.
my strategy cannot be used by AI or code or whatever because, like I said, it basically needs to be a person trading it because it's
That
it's
sounds like a
discretionary.
that doesn't sound like a strategy. Then that seems like you're just you do realize like if you change what you're trading like every second or something, that's not like a strategy.
Well, I guess, but I did 3 backtesting sessions in total, 300 trades
Yeah,
in total. First time it was like 70.
just 300 trades
Yeah, 300 trades in total.
over what time period?
I have this one screenshot. I don't
No, but like, what time
actually.
period is that in like a month? Because there's people who can take 300 trades in a month. There's
I
people who take
think no,
300
no, no.
trades
It
in a
was around
year.
8 months. If that's what, yeah, 8 months. 86% win rate.
Yeah, that's nowhere near enough data to tell you anything. 8 months will not tell you anything at all. You're gonna want to back test it with
Rare.
code for like
Wait, you
five
can
to ten
show
years.
what?
You're gonna want to like back test it with code for 5 to 10 years. That's what would be considered more viable than just. Did you do it manually?
Yeah, I didn't. Damn, I don't know
Wait,
why my camera's so bad right now, but my name
What is this? Is this a manual
86.
back test? I don't understand. What is this?
Yeah, manual back test.
So it's
86%
not
win
a
rate.
back test then. Manual back tests aren't like real back tests
How is that not?
because
wait.
you manually back test it. You're literally going backwards, seeing like already how it moved, and you're picking and choosing where you would take trades.
No, I didn't do that. That's just genuine. I went back in like 2024, I think.
But then you are like picking points. Like, yeah, you go back 2024, you're already seeing where the market goes and you're picking and choosing where you're going to take trades.
So you mean I already knew where the market was going before? Like I planned it?
No, like you already, yes, you already saw where the market was going. You
Nah,
back tested it, like
I
looking
I
at
don't
it.
remember the markets from a year ago, bro.
No, but when you back test it, oh my, when you back test it, you're literally like going back. You already see where the chart is going. You're like cherry picking. That's the issue.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I didn't. I
How do you
just
know that though? Because you went and you picked the points. You could see where the market already moved. How do you know that what you back tested isn't cherry picked?
because I genuinely went back a random month, random year, and I traded like how I do currently.
But
I
you could
don't. I don't
already, but
remember
you
the
already knew what
markets
happened after the fact. How would you account for that without programming it, which would make it so that it's consistent each and every time?
I didn't know where the market was going a year ago. Like, what are you trying to say? Are
Like
you
you knew the
saying
market was positive. So again,
are
anyway,
are you saying like I had another
no, I'm saying that your back
computer
testing is
screen
like
pulled
No,
up?
he's what he's trying to say is well
your back
Tiki's
test
trying to
isn't
say it
real.
what Tiki's trying to say is like the market had already moved, so like all you did was just go back and you
Yeah,
just
literally.
put your stuff in. That's what he's trying to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
That's what you just described. But anyway, like this is the point I'm pointing out. Like this is the stuff that you're doing, and you feel comfortable selling it for $5,000.
Yeah, but if they don't become profitable, I give them a refund. That's what I do.
Yeah, but you do realize that would still, again, yeah. Anytime you have a bunch of people trading, they can do literally anything, and eventually, at one point, someone's gonna make money just getting lucky. So they pay you
So then
five
they get their
thousand.
money
They get
back. So then they get their
what?
money back. I only let them off when they make $5,000. Get their money back.
That they wouldn't. But hold up, if they pay you 5,000, then they make 5,000. That means they made zero money,
Yeah, and then
and you're actually not counting how much money they spent
oh
to
yeah,
get to the
and
five
I
thousand. So someone could spend thousands of dollars to get their first payout. They give you the payout, and then they're thousands of dollars in the hole with no money to show for it. So how
oh
is that
yeah,
helping people?
I also forgot. I sent them $1,000 back, guaranteed. Here, look,
You're gonna
I'll show you my website.
you're gonna send them $1,000 back. But what
Yes.
qualifications do you have to sell this? You're 18 without any experience.
So, and the best part is, if you don't see, I'll send you $1,000 back and continue working with you one-on-one for free until you do.
But again, I just tell you what I asked you. What if someone spent more than $1,000 to get the $5,000 payout that they give you, and they're still in the hole? What then? That doesn't even answer my question, dude.
So, if someone sends
Oh
$5,000,
my God, dude, that's not even what I asked. I asked you if someone spends more than the thousand, you're giving them 6,000. What you're basically saying is, hey, you're gonna get a payout 5,000 plus I'll give you 1,000, so you're gonna get 6,000. Give me 5,000. You're gonna get $6,000. Is that what you're saying?
if they don't become profitable, yes,
Wait, if they don't become profitable, you're gonna give them $6,000. I
I
mean,
give
I
them
guess it'd be
one.
$1,000 on top
Yeah,
of it, right?
1,000. Yes.
So
Honestly, I think
that,
you
I
should
don't
make it.
accept everyone though. I say
dude, that
very
sounds
clearly
like
on my
the
website, I don't accept everyone. Like I
Future,
dude.
I
This
literally
think
is
you should change it up. You should change it up to if they can make the money back. Like
no,
if
but
they
like
can make
unknown.
more than
Wait,
5,000.
wait. Yeah, I got what you're saying, but hold up. Before we go unknown, I just want to be clear on this. You're telling me someone gives you $5,000, they fail, you're gonna give them 6,000.
if they don't become profitable, yeah.
Wow, that's I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of crazy to
Here,
believe,
look,
bro.
look,
I'm
look,
not
look,
gonna
look.
lie.
He's a free money salesman, dude. This is literal a free money salesman
No,
right
but
here.
look.
Pay me 5,000, I'll give you back 6,000. Wait, so that can that person come back with the 5,000 and then rinse and repeat that until they're a millionaire?
No, I
Uh,
only cherry pick people that I work with. I don't accept any. That's why I came back where you kicked me.
Dude,
I
he
don't
definitely
accept everyone.
wins. He wins
I
number
literally
one
don't.
scammer award as of now.
this is like free
He's an
money
actual
salesman.
free
Do
money
you
salesman.
do you want to
Oh
see
my
my here? Look,
god.
hold on. If you think I like ghost them
You're 18,
after,
dude. I don't think I'd want to see anything that you have to show. There's nothing you're going to show at 18 that's going to prove anything based on what you said, dude. Like, the fact that you don't think your numbers are insane is just like. So, someone gives you 5,000, they say they can just literally just blow up their accounts on purpose. Then you give them $1,000 on top of the 5,000. That's hilarious. Again, what is
like I
this even
said though,
supposed to
I
show? That's
only
like, what? What
I
is this supposed to show?
it's 150 videos,
Of
private
what?
videos. What?
Of what?
just me teaching them trading, and then I
But
do
you don't know how
one-on-one.
to teach. But you don't have any qualifications at all.
What do you mean?
You don't understand what finance is. You're terrible at math. What you're saying is completely like illogical,
So
and you don't
listen. Yeah,
understand trading.
I only take, I cherry pick the people that I work with. I hop on a call with them,
You
and if
cherry pick? Okay.
I cherry pick, yes, well, no, I guess that's not a good way. I only work with people that I actually want to work with. I won't accept a random kid that,
So
or I
maybe
will.
unknown just because there's. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, there's some feedback.
I only accept people if I like genuinely like them, and I tell them if they actually would lock in with trading. If they do
If you
say,
genuinely like them. And hold up, are they expected to cover the evaluation fees?
like, do I pay their
Yeah,
eval? No,
yeah.
I don't.
And do you have an affiliate link? Hold up.
No, I don't.
Are you sure about that? You don't have any affiliate money at all. Is that what you're saying?
No, I have good morals, bro. I don't want to do that.
Yo, what's up, guys? How we doing?
Good
I also got
morals?
banned from Doomstep.
Okay. But I mean, so in theory, but like someone
Bro,
could
just
still
make a new account.
hold up, Phoenix. Wait.
Ah,
Oh, there,
my bad,
Phoenix?
my bad.
No,
My
no
bad,
worries.
my
It's all
bad.
good. It's all good, Phoenix. No worries. Wait, I'm gonna finish up with Core in just a second because this is one of the most insane things I've ever heard in my entire life. Just pay me 5K. I'll teach you how to make 5K a month. But if you fail, I'll give you $1,000 on top of the 5K that you paid. So I'm a free money salesman.
I have a contract where if they don't try and they don't apply my trading and they don't show up to calls,
But it's
I won't do
discretionary,
it.
dude. But it's discretionary. Oh, so you won't do it if they don't follow your strategy, which is discretionary, by the way. That's a
No,
discretionary strategy that you
listen.
can't even, you can literally say that's not my strategy because it's discretionary.
You just said if someone joins my thing and they don't put in any work, that means I don't accept that. I have a
Yeah,
contract.
but you do realize that them not following your strategy, right? Is
No, I
your
didn't
strategy
mean
is
not following my
discretion.
strategy.
Yeah.
I meant like, so I have weekly calls, right? Onboarding calls. And if they don't even show up to them, they don't actually learn from me, they don't do what I'm telling them, I'm not gonna do it.
Again, how do you determine they do what they're telling them? That seems like a cop out. That seems you just sit there and say, "Oh, you didn't do what I was telling you. Now I'm not giving you your money back."
I track
That's what
their
that seems
trades.
like.
I have a whole journaling system for their trades. So every time I take the
You have
trade,
hold up. You said you have a legal contract,
I have a journaling system for every student that I have.
but you said you had a legal contract.
A
Is that
legal
what you
contract,
claimed?
yes.
I'm so curious what your legal contract says.
No, not
So,
illegal.
okay,
Illegal.
yeah,
Not
legal contract. Yeah, not illegal. Hold up. Actually, your contract would probably be considered illegal, but it's a legal contract.
no. So I joined a well.
What?
What do you mean? How would it be illegal? I
Because
know
there's
a guy
certain
that knows a
contracts
lawyer.
that aren't enforceable. You do understand that,
I
right?
talked to a lawyer though. Well, the guy that wrote the contract for me has a lawyer.
That seems like what he's doing might also be illegal.
He has a actual lawyer. How would that be
I
illegal?
mean, he has an actual lawyer, like he has a law degree.
Yeah, an actual lawyer. Yes.
Yeah, that seems like he would also be putting up his law degree on the line for no reason. Dude, you do like
How would the contract be illegal?
because there's certain contracts that aren't enforceable by law depending on what's the contents of it.
Well, I don't have a lawyer, but my
You
friend
don't
that did
you
the
don't have a
contract.
lawyer?
No.
You just claimed that you
I said my friend has a lawyer, bro.
So your friend's lawyer did it for you?
My friend did it for me, and then my friend's lawyer.
No, you see this shit? So he didn't, his lawyer didn't do it. He doesn't have a lawyer. His friend, who may have a lawyer,
He
did
does
it
have a
for
lawyer,
him.
bro. He does
Oh,
have a lawyer.
but the lawyer didn't do it. Your friend did it.
Okay, so
So a lawyer didn't do it. It's not
no, listen, I'm
enforceable.
explaining to you.
Right? All right.
So I joined this mentorship for $15,000,
What? What are
and
yeah, okay.
he runs my whole program for me.
You joined a mentorship for 15K. So you paid him 15K?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Guys, this is one of the most. What is going
I have the
on?
money for it
Wait,
from
so he's
trading.
a
Why wouldn't I?
he's a mentor that manages your business?
Yes.
I've never heard
What
of this before.
what the
You
actual
guys
fuck
never
is
heard of
going
that?
on? Guys, I am so lost right now. I'm so sorry. I'm not letting I will let I'm Jake. I promise you. I promise you to God I will let you up, Jake. I am so sorry, but just This is one of the most insane things I ever
Bro,
heard.
how is that? It's the same as business. You pay someone to run your
This is not
business.
business, dude.
You
This
wouldn't
is
call
not
them a
business.
mentor.
Yeah, that's that. Like you would have a manager, I guess you would say like they're a manager. So
I
you have a
Yeah, wait, one-
mentorship to like.
Matt wants me to ask about the 1099.
Also, I'm gonna let up Jake just because I want
Once
to
you
let up
got
Jake
your
too.
laptop.
Yeah. Yo, what up, Jake? How old are you, Jake? Just to make sure.
What's up? 27.
All right, perfect. Just yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
let
sorry.
Futures keep spitting his dumb shit. Keep going, Futures.
How is that dumb stuff?
I
Dude,
don't
you
think
said you had a mentor, and it was like
Yeah,
literally
I'm a
the most
mentor.
stupid
Okay,
thing I've ever heard in my life.
Okay,
You
I'm
also-
not trying to
A
explain.
guy
I'm not-
manages you for what did you say? Like $15,000
Yeah,
or something like
15K. I
that?
think he said yeah.
All
Yo,
right,
did
bro,
you buy a
so-
course to sell a course?
Yeah,
On
that's
how
what it
to sell a
sounds like.
course?
This is like a pyramid scheme now.
No, I bought a course to fulfill people in my course.
Okay, so you spent 15K on a course, and you charge people 5K a course, and if they don't come to your class, then bam, they're screwed. But you'll refund them 1K. Is that about accurate?
No, yeah, I refund them. the full
Nice.
amount.
All right.
No,
Yeah,
but,
from
no,
the
but
full
Jake.
amount.
No,
Yeah.
Jake. He said he'll refund them 5K plus 1,000. So
Oh, damn,
For
all
5K,
right.
he'll give them 6K. So it's a free money sales.
That's insane, bro.
Like, what are we talking about?
I said
man?
I vividly said I only accept people that I only accept 10 traders. I've
Oh,
had
that's
people.
still
I've had
50K.
people.
Yo, let me in your class, dude. I'm like
I've-
devastated that I'm not in there.
I've
That's
had
still
people come to
50K.
me asking, and I rejected them because I
You're
can
eight,
tell
dude.
that they're
You're
not being serious.
18. Who's going to you for financial help? Be for real, dude. Like, what are we talking about, Corey?
Bro, I've been.
Do you hear yourself?
I show proof of everything of me earning trades, so why wouldn't they?
Because you're 18 and you don't have like a very good, like everything you've been describing so far is just like absolutely it's like some of the most insane things I ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, like you're the absolute definition of a course like scammer or
I
like,
literally
this
have
is
proof
this
of
is
me
like
winning
a
trades.
this is like a scam squared. Like someone's paying him like oh no, he's paying someone 50K to run this course for
Yeah.
5K, but he'll pay you 6K if you
yeah.
fail.
So he's
And-
like, bro, like
Yo.
I need like
Yo,
10 people to run my course so I can make
Yeah.
my money back, and then I can do
Yeah.
like 10 more, and then maybe I'll make a little profit or something.
And,
Yo.
and then on top of that,
Alright,
he
Jake.
didn't have a lawyer to sign to make the contract. He had a friend who has a lawyer, but his friend was the one who wrote the contract. So not a lawyer. Your friend would be illegally. So you would be illegally practicing law. Your friend would be doing that. Like that would be just straight up illegal.
What? Wait, how's that illegal? It's an actual.
Yeah.
All right, yo,
Contract.
Futures. What's your name? Futures. What?
Corey.
I don't want to give you
Corey.
free promo, Corey.
Yeah.
Dude, like, what's your deal, man? Come on.
What? You,
All right,
do you
wait,
not need
so-
a wait. Someone's saying you don't need a lawyer to have an enforceable contract. Maybe
I don't.
not,
I don't
but, like,
sell
don't
my
think-
mentorship as a business. I just genuinely have it to change
Contract.
people's life, and I have changed people's life.
change people's life by giving them $6,000 for 5,000. Hey guys, send me $5,000 and I'll give you back 6K. You can trust me, guys.
I said I only accept people that I actually want to work with. I've
I'm
declined
sure.
people.
What difference does that make, dude? Who you accept? Oh yeah, you accept people who aren't gonna like report you. Is that what you're basically saying? Is that
I
it?
accept people who are stupid.
Dude, how do? Did you say you accept people who are stupid?
Yes, because why would I want to give them a free 6K?
So you
Corey,
accept
let me
people
ask
who
you a
are-
question.
That is a huge red flag. You only accept people who are stupid so they wouldn't figure out what you're doing?
People who aren't stupid.
Or
Corey,
aren't
Corey,
stupid?
let me ask you a question.
What?
You're a profitable trader.
Yeah.
How much do you make a month?
I said that this month was my biggest month, 45.
Yeah, not off courses. 45 by yourself, live
I
account.
mean, 5K a course is
Yes.
insane.
Yeah, that's pretty good money. What are you doing here on TikTok Live when you're making 45K a month?
It's a
Guaranteed
Saturday
profit
night.
is
and
100%
It's a
illegal.
Saturday night. You're just bored. You just figured, yo, I'm making
Yeah.
bank. I'm just gonna hop on here and
Whoa,
see what's
whoa.
good. I'm gonna make my
I've
TikTok
always
account
seen-
called
I've
Futures
always-
Trading Corey, and
This
you
is
know,
one of the
try to
most
promote myself a little
When
bit.
do
But
you-
it's all good. I'm making 45K a month. I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna do it for fun. You're doing it for fun.
I saw this guy like every time I'm on TikTok, I see this guy's live. So I just thought,
Yeah, and this is why I love doing this, dude. Because
Yeah,
like, I don't know,
I
like,
actually find it fun, bro. But
you find it fun to sit here and expose yourself
how's that exposing myself?
because everything you just described seems shady as hell.
Well,
and, like you're guaranteeing money. You're saying I'm gonna like change your life. I'm gonna like give you money if you like fail and all this stuff. It's very, very scammy in a lot of ways.
I don't sell. I actually trade for a living, right? I
Wait,
only
hold
sell
up.
my
Wait. Futures Corey, I have a question.
what's
If
good.
hold up, why wouldn't you just do it for free then?
What like I said before, Alpha Decay, right? Is one and one, two. I don't want
Alpha
to.
Decay wouldn't change if you pay for it or not. That would still Alpha Decay would still
A
apply.
lot of people would join it.
You could just limit it. You could just say, "Hey, I do it for free, but I'm only
And
gonna do it for
also,
10
I don't want to
people."
one-on-one people for free. Like, do you know how much
Eh?
time it takes for me?
But
And
your
I
time
also,
isn't. But your time isn't worth anything, dude. You're 18. Your time isn't worth even $20 an hour. Like, be for real,
Dude,
dude.
you're so
Your time is like
profitable. Just
minimum
log
wage.
offline and like trade for a
What are you
living.
talking
Money,
about?
bro. You're so
Actually, your
money.
time wouldn't even be
like
minimum
I
wage.
said, I
You're
want
not
to change.
qualified, dude.
One of my students is making $25,000 a month, and other people, like I showed you, they're getting payouts. Why wouldn't I keep doing it? And I actually used to do it for $240.
I have a question for Tiki after
Yeah,
Corey gets
where's
off. This is
Go
kind of
ahead,
like
Jake.
stupidity
Yeah,
at this point.
yeah, honestly.
How is
Anyway,
the stupidity? What?
My question is,
yeah,
how do you know so much information like about
yeah.
this? Like, have you gone through the trading system
Well, I
before?
mean, I've done trading myself, but apart from that, like I studied finance, I worked in private equity, I did a black box for my university, managed a bunch of money for them. Like I've studied the actual literature for this stuff. Like it's
Nice.
pretty clear. I mean, like how do I explain? Like if you had even say like a week's of like actual financial information about trading and all this stuff, and you studied it even for a week, you would realize that 99% of the stuff online is just complete BS. It's like factually untrue. Like all this stuff is just so much of it is factually untrue.
So
It
you're
doesn't
saying
take a lot.
your point is it's not even worth it to get into it?
Get into trading?
Yeah.
Well, there's a way of determining that. So the way of determining if it's worth it to get into trading is just see if you have alpha, meaning you're beating the market risk adjusted. You have two choices when it comes to trading, investing, finance. You have money and then you have yourself. So if you're putting your money into something, you're investing, you have about, 7 to 10% you can get from the market. So everything else you do, the alternative is you have to get more than that risk adjusted. So
Right.
that way it would be worth your time. Otherwise, like you would be wasting your time underperforming the market. So the way that you determine is just see if you have alpha. If you have alpha, it means it's worth your time to do something other than buying and holding the market. But say you buy and hold the market, you would, by far beat most day traders because day traders 97% of them lose money, and out of the 3% that doesn't lose money, probably I want to say like less than 10% even beat the market.
Right. So
So yeah.
based off what you're saying, it sounds like you either swing trade or you just buy and hold on like S&P or like the
Yeah, pretty
big
much.
like yeah, okay.
Yeah, and even swing
As
trading is
like a
still
normal
risky.
smart
Yeah.
person would.
Yeah, and by swing trading, I mean you could do like longer term trades. It's better odds, but even then, I wouldn't even recommend that. Like the opportunity cost is not worth it because if you're trading and you're putting all your time into that, you're losing out on money that you could be making elsewhere. Because what if you make $30 an hour, and instead you put say 20 hours even into trading, you put 20 hours making 30. That would be $600 a week. That's not bad money. 2,400 a month extra. On top of that, you
Right.
get higher returns. Like just as an example.
And what about, so maybe I'm new, but like this alpha decline,
Yeah.
not familiar with that terminology. What is that about?
Oh, so basically, the best way I can explain is like this. Alpha is your ability to outperform the market risk adjusted. Alpha decay would be the reduction of your ability to outperform the market as more and more people start adopting your strategy and just generally over time. So say now I'll give you like a very basic example so you kind of understand how it works. So
Okay.
say that there's Apple stock. 100% without a doubt in your mind, let's just take this as a fact, that Apple stock is really worth $100, but they're selling it for 80. So for every Apple stock you buy, you're making $20, right?
Yeah.
And let's say there's only 1,000 sellers. They're selling at 80. Everyone else is selling at 100 or over. So alpha decay would mean that if you told other people, hey, Apple is really worth $100. Right now it's 80. Everyone else goes in to buy, and those sellers that are only 1,000 because they're limited, they run out. So there's only $20,000 that you're going to be able to make because there's only 1,000 sellers at 80. Everyone else is 100 or over. That's not guaranteed money. So if you
Right.
tell everyone else you can't make the 20K anymore, other people are going to be making out of that 20K. So it would reduce your ability to make money. That's the concept of alpha decay.
Sounds kind
And
of like a rug pull, no?
well, I guess in a way. I mean, it's not really a rug pull because with the rug pull, it's like other people would have to like lose money. Well, rug pull is a bit different. Alpha decay just means if you found a strategy that outperforms, it doesn't last. That's
Yeah.
basically if you tell other people. Now, if you kept it private, it can last, but even then, like you would have to keep changing your strategy because liquidity is limited. There's like no unlimited money, you know.
Right,
Like,
right.
and
No, that
on
makes
top of
sense.
yeah, and then there's a flip side. There's also the sellers. So let's say you have a strategy, right? There's a lot of sellers. Instead of say 1,000, let's say there's 10 million Apple sellers. They're selling it at 80. You don't have the money to do all of them all at once to buy, 10 million, 80, $800 million worth of Apple stock or whatever that would be. 80 times 10 million. Would that be? No, sorry. Yeah, that would be 800 million, right?
Yeah, yeah,
To
800.
profit the 200 million difference. So, but you'd have to do it over time. So you want to still keep it private because say it goes public, right? The
Yeah.
sellers find out now they know what they're selling isn't worth $80. It's really worth 100. They change their behavior and they reprice their assets. So then you
Okay.
lose out on your strategy that way too.
I
And
see.
alpha decay, it can take place between, like an average is like 12 to 15 for long term strategies, and for short term it could be literal hours because there are bots that will scour the internet
So,
literally
so back to
for that
my
stuff. Yeah.
like original question, I guess. So that is like that sounds like swing trading, no? Like that's pretty much
More
swing
long term.
trading. What's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, like swing trading, I think the main difference is the time, basically.
Time based, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
And all right, so
So do you do stock options?
I have in the past.
so like
Yeah, stock
basically
options.
day traders like might as well go like F themselves, like there's no point in doing it. You might as well
Yeah,
swing
just better,
trade.
even swing trade, just better buying and holding the S&P 500. Swing trading, if it's long term, you're gonna get close to the market, so it's kind of the same thing because of market drift. As the market goes up, generally your trades over time also go up.
Right. I guess my question for probably
Yeah.
me and some people watching right now is like, do you think that day traders can become profitable if
Oh,
they managed it the right way?
they absolutely could. It's just the main thing is it's like this. If you are able to become profitable, you are on your way to being guaranteed at least a millionaire to being multi-millionaire to billionaire. Like if you have a strategy that outperforms the market, you can verify it, back test it,
Which is
automate
rare.
it. Yeah, which is very rare. That's probably out of a million traders, maybe at most maybe 3,000 out of a
Yeah.
million traders, if not less. You
Definitely
automate
not
that.
Corey.
Yeah, because he's
Not
talking about
me.
discretionary. Yeah,
I literally said, I explained in one of my videos never to take info from TikTok and YouTube,
you're on
Instagram.
TikTok, dude.
Yeah, I know. Don't take information from TikTok, like these random.
You're on. Okay.
All right, Corey. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
all right, cool. I guess that's all I really had. Like you,
Yeah, I
yeah,
appreciate it,
kind of
dude.
answered my questions. Appreciate you, TP.
Yeah, and you can read into the literature. Like there are hedge funds that will get the FBI to arrest people if they leak their strategy. There was a hedge fund who sued another hedge fund because they made money using their strategy because one of their employees left and they found out because they realized that their money was being reduced because of alpha decay. They were supposed to say make 5%, they made 3%. They sued because they realized that
Again,
employee
like
leaked it. Yeah.
maybe I'm like not like listening close
Yeah.
enough, but this just it keeps sounding like rug pulling. To be honest, like it sounds like a scam, like Alpha Decay, like someone is doing something, and then they're like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not listening very well, but
I mean, yeah, rug pull would just mean like kind of the insiders get in there first.
yeah,
They get to everyone else and then they sell and they dump on everyone. Alpha decay is a bit different. It's not quite the same thing, but I could see why you're saying it's like that because the difference is with alpha decay, everyone is making money. It just doesn't last. You just make less money. Does that make sense? As opposed to keeping it
yeah.
private.
So how do you know when
Yeah.
like when that's about to happen? Like, are you like in on that? Like, or is
Oh,
it
like the alpha
like
decays?
yeah?
Oh, you'll monitor it over time. Basically, it's like say 10% is average, you make 12%, right? 1 year, you'll check on every. Oh, I make 12% next year, but then I make 11.5. Then I
Okay,
make 11.
yeah.
You'll
Long-term
see it go
growth.
down. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he's
Okay.
also asking like how you would see that in like everyday, like no
Right.
trader like
Oh,
really
yeah, you're
you'll
right.
meet on here like has alpha, so they'll
Yeah.
never like you can only visually see that happening if you have alpha yourself.
Right.
Which that's sort of like the crux of the issue.
Yeah, that is kind of my question at the end of the day. Like, how do I know like what's going on with that?
Yeah, there's a formula for it. There's multiple formulas, but basically it would just be statistical analysis and just kind of rerunning your tests to filter out noise. You would have a strategy, you would filter out the noise, and after filtering out the noise, you would just test and see if you're getting the same results. And if your results start to diminish, it tells you that it's starting to decay. And generally, over time, strategies will decay because it's not infinite. It just decays faster when there's more people doing it.
Similar
like he was also
day
saying
trading, no?
There's so much reverse. Well, this applies to day trading, but there's so much reverse engineering going on
Yeah.
that, like, inherently, if like some hedge fund or quant firm is not
Yeah.
doing like research and development, like they're gonna experience alpha decay over time.
Right. Yeah. That's true as well.
So you think no one has alpha you think no one has alpha on like any social media? Like
No.
only the Wall Street guys have it?
Well, it's not something you share. That's the problem. Like, if
Yeah.
you had alpha,
Yeah,
you would
yeah, that's
never
what I
ever
do. That's
share.
why.
I mean, unless like Ken Griffin makes like a TikTok page and starts posting dance videos, no one on
And
that
it's also
TikTok
like you can't.
alpha.
It's not like something charitable to do either. Like if you do have alpha and you're like, oh, like I'm gonna just
Yeah.
better people's lives. It's like, well, the second that like leaks slightly, just someone can lever up
Yeah.
this position and just totally wipe out the alpha in like a second.
Right.
So it's not
And-
something you share, and it's not a charitable thing to like even claim to
Yeah.
be doing.
If you want it to be charitable, the charitable thing to do would be to not tell anyone, do it yourself, make all the money, and then donate it afterwards. That would be the charitable thing to do.
It's a great
Which
point
is
to
why
keep.
I mean,
Why
at
not
the end of
help
the day,
other
which is
people
why
do the
courses
same thing?
are indeed a scam.
Yeah.
Why not help others do the same thing though?
You just didn't listen.
Why
to what I
charge
just
for
said.
it?
Yeah, like hold up, but wait, futures. I have a question.
explained it.
You have a strategy that works. Why not make all this money yourself and then just donate it yourself? You don't have to charge anyone. No one has to go through this
Yeah,
process.
bro, you
don't
got
have
to
like,
figure it
waste your
out. Just
time.
make all
That's
that
why I
money
give them
and
a
give it up.
refund if they don't turn profitable.
Come
bro.
on,
but
bro.
that's-
Come on. Just shut
And
the fuck
I-
up.
I
at this
only- I
point,
only
dude.
take
I'm
10.
sick of you
I'm only
repeating the
taking
same
10.
old shit, futures, Corey.
Oh my God.
Okay, so do you not believe that I give a refund?
Maybe
Free
you
money
do, but it
salesman,
sounds
but-
like a fucking pyramid scheme the way you
Yeah,
explained
it's
it.
not normal.
I
I
can,
mean,
I can
I can also explain what's happening too. It's like this. It's like someone saying like, "Hey, let me spin a slot machine for you. If you don't get a jackpot, I'll give you your money back."
Yeah.
Eventually, someone's going to hit a jackpot, and they're not going to want to give their money back.
Yeah.
But it doesn't prove that the next spin is going to give you a jackpot.
And you know what these
That's
people do too is they take screenshots of the people that hit the jackpot. When 99 people didn't hit it, one person hit the jackpot. They take that screenshot, post it on their stories.
gambling.
Yo, you join my
that's-
course because everyone makes money.
I,
Get
I
outta
said
here,
I
bro.
only had 13 people join, 9 turned profitable.
What does profitable even mean? See, like that's not a good
5K.
metric. Is it
5K.
5K on what after spending how much money?
Prop firms probably around like 300, 400,
How do
500.
you know? Did you check with all of them?
I one-on-one them, yeah.
No. Okay, so all of them have spent $300 to make 5,000. So they would
Well,
have more
he
than
just went 300, 400, 500. So who even knows at this point how much? they
It's
spent?
it's across 9 traders, so obviously they vary, yeah.
But either way, I mean, that's just fantastical returns. You can 10x your money. You should like
Yeah,
if you can 10x your money that easily, like you're
And
saying
I
that you
don't
can do it in a
teach it
month?
to everyone. I
Yeah,
don't teach it on
again,
YouTube, TikTok.
Corey, you would be a billionaire if you're 10xing your money. $1,000 would turn to
I
10,000.
just turned profitable last
10,000
year.
would turn to 100,000. 100 would turn into a million. Million
Yeah.
into 10. 10 into 100, and 100 into a billion.
That's
Yeah.
not that's if
Yeah.
yeah, that's if you use a live account. I don't use a live account yet.
No, that's not the point, bro.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, why wouldn't you use a live account at that point? But
I
anyway.
don't have enough capital yet. I only have like
You don't have enough
Guys got
capital,
six
but you're
fig-
still
you have six
profitable.
figures. Don't you have 6 figures?
that's not enough capital to trade, bro. I can trade
That,
No.
that is
a
more than
million
enough capital.
capital.
but
How much capital do you need to trade?
You could trade with like literally a couple $100.
Yeah.
I
Don't need
trade
that. I
yeah.
mean, to make serious
I
money, you
made-
probably need like a couple 10,000, maybe like 30, 40K. That would be
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I would say like you
1%.
could probably even day trade with 20.
What
but anyway.
what is
Yeah.
1% of 20K? What's that? $20?
You do the math.
1% of 20K would be 200.
200, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I am pretty stupid with math, but that'd be $200 a day then. Like,
No,
why
but you
would
would
I?
compound that. If you make 1% a day every day with the live account, you could
You don't make
compound
that every
that.
day. I lose some days, and I
Most
don't trade
days?
some days
Whatever your
also.
average is, that would still compound out to like so much money. It's insane.
What's
Yeah,
your
and I'm gonna
P
do
and
it
L like on the
eventually.
week? On the weekly
P&L,
basis?
it varies honestly. Sometimes I'm negative. Sometimes
This is
a
way
positive.
too. So I was saying to ask about the 1099, but even then,
A positive is 15K. Like on a very good. Like that's my best I did. That's what I did.
That's your best week, and your bad weeks are like minus 30, minus 40.
Nah, like minus 200.
Yeah, all right, bet.
yeah, I'm
Because I
sure.
trade prop firms. I don't trade live accounts, so I only
Even
lose.
with prop firms, that's still very unlikely.
Apex accounts are $20.
Yeah, and then you have to
That
buy the
sounds like a
live. You
straight
have
up
to pay for the fucking
Activation
qualified
fee.
account. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Or
it's
if
not
you use my
$20. It's
card.
like 120.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh
Anyway, Corey,
yeah, but
just
what
I'll help
if
you out.
if
This is
you
for
use
your
on?
own. This is for your own good, Corey. This is just I'm
all right,
let's
yeah,
just end this here.
yeah.
I think you already said more than enough. He had a friend who knew a lawyer to write his contract that he paid 15K for a mentorship on how to sell a course, but if you fail his course, he'll give you 6K. Anyway, and then Mr. Swinger, you want to come up?
Yeah, it was good.
How old are you?
19.
Yeah, go ahead.
What?
You have anything on the topic?
Nah, I saw that video you stitch of me, and I just
Which one was that?
the Federal Reserve Ponzi scheme.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That was an old video. Yeah, what about it? You liked it?
Yeah. I mean, I liked it. I just wanted to like see your stance on all that kind of
Oh sure. The
that like
Federal
hidden
Reserve?
the hidden side of this stuff, and like I also was wondering if you're like you're a supporter of gold and silver, because I mean,
Yeah, I
I
like
don't
gold
know.
and silver. I have a lot of gold, but
Yeah, I mean, that's just like that's the stuff that isn't really talked about ever. I mean, I make videos about gold and silver, and bro, the comments on that, like everyone just tries to call you a dumbass.
what do you
Everyone
say
tries to
about gold or
tell
silver?
wait, what?
Yeah, what have you said about it? That they would call
Um,
you a dumbass. So someone start letting up other people. We have
um,
MC20, and I'm gonna put up. I don't know.
just the fact that the dollar will eventually fail. The Ponzi scheme can't keep running forever, right?
Yeah.
And that when in the time that the dollar does fail, it's
Yeah.
gonna be assets with intrinsic value like gold and silver that's gonna hold all the
I agree with that stance 100%. I think
value
that
and
gold is very valuable. But go ahead.
That's a perfectly great analysis of it, and that is what has happened. Because here's the thing, right? If you measure the value of the dollar from even like from the 1900s, it's minus 99% since then. So yeah, you're
exactly.
absolutely correct. Because the price of gold for certain assets, like I believe you can convert roughly the same amount of gold for the average house as you could in the past. So it does maintain its value. Yeah, you're
This
absolutely
is,
right on
but
that. Yeah.
I'm gonna like heavily disagree. I mean, the dollar is a completely different asset, so it's
Right. Wait, it's not
designed
gonna
to
fail.
be
Let me put it that way. Yeah, it's not gonna
it's designed to
fail.
be inflationary, and the Federal Reserve, in my opinion, is one of like the most genius probably inventions humanity's, at least in the past like 4,000 years, come up with. I
Yeah.
mean, there's probably better examples like medical innovation, but
Is it genius or is it stupid that we all rely on that now?
Well,
it's
I'll tell you
pretty
why I
genius
can't.
because like
Yeah, or
the
maybe you can say
dollar,
it.
like
Yeah.
the best way to think about the dollar is like it's this contract
Mhm.
for goods and services, and like you want that contract to be super stable. And like that's why like gold and silver are great, but it's a different type. Like that's more of an investment where the dollar is supposed to be these inflationary contracts, which
Right.
serve a really great benefit for our economy and our credit system.
Right, and I can tell you why the Federal Reserve is really good. So the reason that the Federal Reserve is really good is because it controls interest rates, and when you control interest rates, it makes borrowing and lending money a lot more simple because the rate is set. and because borrowing and lending money is easier because there's a set rate, it causes there to be more economic growth. Like imagine if your credit card rate, or maybe not a credit card rate, but imagine if your mortgage rate was like constantly changing every single day.
Right.
Like there's no
But
set rate.
you're talking about borrowing and lending, and then there's always
Yeah.
taxes involved with that, and it's usually high.
Well, I mean,
And
yeah, I guess. But I mean, for
like,
borrowing and lending, maybe I'm not familiar with the taxes. It varies really, but
yeah, I mean, it varies by state and
yeah,
whatnot. But
But I like, yeah, there's going to be good parts about the Federal Reserve,
yeah.
but the overall and how they're running it, like the fact that inflation is this high is ridiculous. The fact that they can just print
Well,
this
the
amount of
Fed can't
money.
really do that. Yeah, I
I
see what you're
guess
saying,
I
but
guess my argument with it is I mean, with money in general is the rich get richer, the poor get
yes.
poorer.
Yeah, I mean, I know. So, Mr. Swinger, the thing that you're saying, like the Fed can't really control inflation the way that you're thinking of. That's much more Congress. They can't control spending.
Got
They
you.
only they print money because they have to print money. It's not their choice. If Congress comes through and says, "Hey, we need to fund all this stuff," the Fed can't sit there and say no. Like they might disagree with it, but the Fed doesn't have the power to like veto spending. That's the main thing. They
And
have the power just to set the interest rate. And
Jake,
Yeah.
presumably the wealth divide would be way worse because again, like the whole idea is to like have like a reliable, robust economy, and when you don't have, like Tiki was talking about, like control on
yeah,
interest rates, and
Right.
really it is a control on inflation. Like the Fed's main goal is
yeah,
to
Sorry,
control
keep going.
inflation and employment. But if you don't have that, then you have like
oh yeah,
really great economic crashes. Not that we haven't had those, but like if you look at like, even before the 1900s, like crashes used to be like
oh yeah, way
people
more common.
die.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
just way more like, it may look severe, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not. And when you have
yeah.
crashes, like rich people will really benefit. Because
Or
like,
you can just buy back in for
yeah, it's like
yeah.
assets really like control everything, and like those asset controllers just consolidate.
VZT's back up.
Right.
Also,
I mean,
actually,
I guess like maybe I'm mishearing, but that again sounds like people that have assets, they're good. People that don't are bad. Like the rich get
yeah,
richer, the poor get
yeah.
poorer. No.
But
That's
that is
that's
like
how the
That's
model
right.
is supposed to work.
yeah, that's like
Yeah, that's
capitalism.
why
So
the
like,
model is
Yeah.
fucked up. No.
I
Well,
kind
how
of
is it
Wait,
fucked
wait,
up?
It
This
is.
is
wait,
this
No,
is an
wait, hold on, guys.
economy
One
of
at a time.
consumerism.
well, just
This is
also really quickly,
capitalism.
like Jake, the whole premise of capitalism is that yes, the wealth divide will grow faster than like under socialism, but even the poorest of people have a higher standard of living. And that really has been
Oh,
reflected.
bro. I mean, are you
I mean,
sure
we were
about
getting a
that?
bit
Are
off
you
topic,
sure
Yeah,
but
about that?
that's the premise of capitalism. Yes.
The poorest of
Like
people have the
one of the
highest
premises
standard
of
of living. Is that what you
well, I
just
mean,
said?
okay.
yeah,
Compared to
the
other
poor are
countries,
wealthier.
yes.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
up.
I mean,
poor are
MC20, how
wealthier.
okay,
guys, one at a
fair,
time.
fair enough
Wait,
compared to
guys,
other
guys,
countries.
guys. I really want to hear what MC20 has to say.
wait,
All right,
MC20,
all
how
right.
old are you?
32, and
Oh, okay, so
I work at an investment bank, so I
oh,
know
nice.
quite a bit about this.
Oh yeah.
So 100% correct. The rich do get richer.
Yeah,
When everyone is panic selling, like just remember back to COVID. Everyone
right.
is panic selling. All of us were buying.
We're getting off topic, but sure, we can talk about this. Yeah, hold up the chat. Do you guys want to stay on this topic? Because seems a bit. I need to hold.
I
I
feel like
know.
it's kind of been going in
Do
a
you sell a
loop for the
course
past like 20
MC20?
minutes.
She does not
Absolutely
sell a
not.
course. No, no one in investment banking sells a course unless it's like
Absolutely
a
not.
career mentoring. Like that's the only instance.
No.
Oh,
I'm down to stay on this
RFL
topic, but it's up to you
sells a
know your
course.
community.
Yeah, I mean, here. I mean, I'll stay on the topic. Just make sure we don't like stay on it the whole night. How about that? Just, yeah,
Yo,
but
Tiki, if you don't mind me asking like 2 questions for MC20.
yeah,
Yeah, so you said back in COVID, obviously like people were diversifying their assets in different indexes and whatnot. It's not exactly what you said, but I think that's what you meant. You said you work in investment banking, right? Correct?
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so if you work in investment banking, you should be able to know like the different indexes, the different assets that people transfer the money into in certain times like COVID, when it's there's a lot of unknown factors, or a lot of retail traders that just
hold on to.
are kind of
Sorry,
getting
to interrupt.
scared.
But VCT, I think you need to look up what. That's not what you're confused on what investment banking is.
Yeah,
I assume she's not in like sales and
Pretty
trading.
confident I don't. I'm just trying to ask a general question. What, in your experience, where do you think most traders, most investors are transferring their assets to?
So if we're talking specifically about that COVID period, so we saw a huge drop within, that month. I think we were just tanking. When you have people that are seasoned investors and people that are investing in the long term, I'm not talking about day traders, swing traders, course sellers. I'm talking about investors. They saw that as a massive buying opportunity.
Yep.
So any money that they had in T-bills to hedge, in like a lot of these clients that we have are protected from the downside as well, right? So even though the stock market is going down, VIX is spiking, they're still making money on the way down.
Yeah.
And they're loading.
Yep.
And the rebound has been outstanding. So
Rich get richer.
the rich get richer.
Yep.
And, many people
Don't you think that's
were selling
upsetting?
into the drop, which was, it's panic selling. And it's when you have to look at it from a mindset perspective. It has nothing to do with money. You look at it from, if I'm in a position where I've grown up or I've been in the mindset of lack, I'm going to panic. I'm going to panic when I'm looking at those charts and I'm seeing my Tesla stock go from 800 to 300. These people
Right.
are not doing that. They're looking
But
at
I
it
mean, that's
as
about money.
hell
You can't
yes.
say it's not about money and then say I'm looking at my Tesla stock go
Yeah.
from this to this. It's all about money, is what
To
you're
them,
saying.
it's
You work
not
in
about money in the
finance.
sense that they're losing money. To them, it's the sense that it's a
It's another buying opportunity.
Yeah, because when it goes down, they see it as sorry to cut you off, but basically when it goes down, they see it as an opportunity to buy even more of that asset. For
Buying
example,
buying for what? What's the long term
cheaper.
goal of buying that?
What's
because
the
they're
long?
buying
You're caught. So keep in mind, these people are taking profit as, they're not sitting there day trading.
I
They're
hear
holding
you. What's the
positions,
long term
and
goal?
the long-term goal is to accumulate
What?
The
accumulate
assets.
well,
larger
Assets?
numbers in
So-
your account. Keep in mind that these
Larger
people,
larger numbers in your account, is that what you just said?
yeah, number goes
yeah,
up.
they
Which is
want to
what?
accumulate wealth.
Which is what?
Wealth. Yeah.
No,
Money.
but Jake, you got to understand, like, you're not
Money.
just like buying like some.
No. I
meme
mean,
here.
come on.
You're
Did you just hear what she
Yeah, but
just
Jake,
said?
when
It's
people are
about
buying
money.
stocks, they're buying actual assets, right? So
Yeah.
like people have
Right.
conviction on what, like fundamentally on what a company is worth. So
I mean,
like for instance, during COVID, like she's pointing out, it's like there was a lot of like downward momentum, not because of like the intrinsic value there. There was a lot of like momentum.
Yeah.
so the
and
economy.
yeah. So wealthy
Yeah.
people, like, I mean, if you're actually investing for fundamental reasons, like you can weather the storm.
Yeah, and also like you have to understand, like a lot of these guys, they don't even look at individual companies. They understand that the stock market is linked to the United States economy. If the economy is doing bad right now, is it going to be doing bad in the future? And the answer for the United States has been a resounding no. Any economic crash that the United States has had, it's always recovered from. So they
Right.
know that it could crash by say even 80%, something crazy. It's going to recover unless the United States doesn't exist in the future.
Right. And
Which they have
I'm
bigger
going to go right
problems.
back to brass tacks here.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Why invest?
Can I say something?
Yeah, of course.
I think like the whole thing is like every single crash they print double the amount of money, and that's not going to happen for every crisis. They just print double the money. So what? Next crisis we're going to print 10 trillion, and the question
Okay,
is how long can they last that? It can't keep going
I
on
can tell
forever.
you.
There
They
is
can't.
going to be some.
I'm gonna
There's
tell
going to
you
be
something
some
that you don't want to
monetary
hear.
reset. All
They're
right.
gonna do it for as long as it takes.
Yep. And
That's
part
And
the
of
I'm
that-
saying
reality.
it's not. I'm saying it's going to end. Like I'm saying they're going to keep doing it, but then there's going to be a real crisis with the monetary
Well,
system
I'll
that
tell you why.
they're choosing to go with.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Bro,
You-
this
you're-
is so crazy that you guys are saying this isn't about money. We're talking about monetary systems, investing, assets, literally
This is
words that
all
are the
about money.
definition of money at the
Yeah,
end of the
but,
day.
like,
Come on, get real
That's not
with
what.
me.
Okay, yeah, but that's not what she was talking about when she said it's not about money to the investors when they see their stock price go down because they understand
What's it about
that
to
whatever.
them?
No, they're
No,
not.
but, like-
What I mean by that is they're not panicking.
Yeah,
They're
like
looking at
credit
it as a wonderful opportunity
Opportunity
to
for what?
to buy
buy more
Buy
because
more
they
what?
know, to
assets.
Tiki's
That
point,
Jake, are you
Assets?
not? Yeah,
yes.
assets, just
What are
stocks. Yeah.
assets?
What? It's
Anything,
not,
anything that you value is an asset.
or
Assets are
anything
worth
That
what?
you own. That you own.
it has a
Anything you
positive
value.
Dollar
That's not totally
signs.
true.
I'll
That's
tell you
not
why,
totally
Jake.
true.
How is that not totally true?
And
If I have a different perspective on a certain something that I own versus the global generation,
I
the
mean,
anything, like I could say this table that I'm sitting in front of is worth a lot more than you. That's not an asset. That's just
that
my
is so.
personal
Hold up,
opinion.
that's not.
That's so.
Again, Jake. Oh, sorry, not
Okay,
Jake.
yo,
VZT. All,
sorry, go
all
This
an
is
ahead. Go
the
ahead.
asset.
this is the same guy that claimed he took an accounting course. VZT,
Right.
go
I know.
actually take the course you claimed to
Yo,
have
okay,
taken,
so
and you'll
so
understand.
why are these assets so important?
Because they go up in
Because
value
Jake,
beyond
there's no
inflation.
other
They
form.
go
There's
up
no
in value
Beyond inflation.
Jake. What I don't
beyond
think you
inflation.
understand
So
is
That's how you
like
get
at
rich.
the end of the day, they would say, you know, they're worth more money than the average inflation rate.
Yeah, that's how you get rich. If you're not beating inflation, you would get
Yeah,
poorer.
it's about getting rich. It's about money.
Yes.
Right.
End of story.
What's the confusion
Money.
here? Yeah.
That's all I'm
What's the
saying. It's
point?
all about money at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
we agree with you, Jake.
we agree with you
okay.
on
I
that.
don't think MC20 does.
I
Oh my God, dude. I don't
I'm the
think you
biggest
understand what the
supporter of
point was.
capitalism. Yes, it is about money.
And Mr. Swinger, I think you're just like reading
Or
headlines.
just
Like
Jake, not Mr.
there's
Jake.
no,
My
I was
bad. I
talking
thought I was
about.
getting argued with. I'm glad we're on the same page then.
I thought I was responding to what Mr. Swinger said.
Oh, my
Like,
bad.
I don't see any indication that our monetary system is in jeopardy whatsoever. I mean,
You don't
Yeah.
in
think
the past,
fiat? You don't think
it's a
you
little
think
bit different
fiat
in the past,
currency
like
is
month
gonna
or two.
last forever?
Well, here's the thing,
Yeah,
Swinger. It can.
absolutely. Again, it's just a
I'll tell you
contract
why.
on goods and services.
I'll tell
So
you why
like,
it can last forever, because there's something called modern monetary theory, and that's what we've been operating under. So modern monetary theory basically just states if you're a country, you can borrow forever. The United States is not a person. You know, it has no end. It could, in theory, have borrow infinite money. There's no way, you realize like they can borrow infinite money. And as long as you can control inflation through taxes, you don't have inflationary crisis like you're gonna think about in the
But
same
how
way.
about if the value of the U.S. dollar is the trust in the U.S. government? What happens if the
So
trust
you're
in the
making
U.S.
a really
government is
big
lost?
assumption there because when you look at this a different way. Do you know what the Treasury or the Reserve looks at when it's pricing gold right now? Forget about the gold price on the market. What is the government considering the price of gold?
How
It's
much money
about,
they have in their pocket.
well, hold on a second. What is
Okay,
the
well,
gold
you asked the
price?
question.
What is the gold price
I
to the
don't know.
government right now?
I have no
They're
idea.
currently pricing it at like $50
Bet.
when
The
the
book
actual
value.
price is 100 times that.
Bet.
Right.
which
So
is much more close to.
once a
Sorry, go ahead.
rebalance happens, and a rebalance has happened before, that wipes out quite a bit of debt.
Right.
So
Not my debt.
again, like the monetary system is not going to fail. It's built
Yeah.
in a
It's
way
failing
that
me.
it will continue
No, but like
running
that's
like a
not what
well-oiled
monetary.
machine.
Yeah, but the monetary system failing you isn't the same thing as the monetary system failing. It's designed to grow the economy. The reason the government pumps so much money into the United States is because it gets more on its money than what it costs for it to
Yeah,
inflate
it's just
it.
positive
Basically,
leverage.
yeah.
And the way you can
Right.
measure that really is like our bonds on the secondary market. So
I mean, you
like,
could also measure it by the gas prices if you want to.
That's not
That's
exactly
one
what-
small
Okay.
sliver of
Everyone
information.
goes, whoa.
no, it's
Gas
just like
prices. Gas prices are influenced by a multitude of things. Like
Yeah.
it's not just
But-
like
A multitude of things? Come on, what's the main reason, bro?
Oil prices, really.
international
off topic,
relations,
isn't-
such as global politics,
Right.
supply and demand, obviously.
Yeah.
Like
I just
you
bro, I
can't
just
just-
don't know.
You cannot simply
Gas is
just
like-
relate gold prices to oil prices. That's just
No, I mean, I'm just, you guys say gold, I say oil. That's all.
I mean, gas
that's
is like
not what you
one
said,
thing
though.
that really hasn't inflated like in the past 20 years. Like they control the price of that like heavily.
Yeah,
so
I mean it's only
not really an
inflating now
indicator
because of the war.
it's not like a great indicator of anything. But again, like we operate like a business, so it's like if our debt on the secondary market,
You said we.
Like,
What are
this-
you, like in the fucking Oval Office?
No, we as a
As a
country.
country,
America,
yeah,
yeah,
as a
we as a
country. Yeah.
and so it's like if we're like you saw in 2025, like there was like probably some pricing in of rate cuts, but we saw organic like buying of our treasuries, and so
Yeah.
like that is the opposite of like a solvency issue. So again,
Yeah.
it's like you're just reading headlines. You're not really understanding sort of what even
Right.
it's important to understand what a dollar.
I'm
dollar
listening, bro.
is.
I'm for sure. I
I mean,
mean,
also, like, if they wanted to, they could absolutely close the debt. Like, the budget gap is not impossible to close. Like, it's really
You think
not.
they can fix the debt?
Well, no,
Yeah.
there's nothing to fix. So again, you got to understand
If they
what
wanted
positive.
to, they could
This
pay
is
it
why like
down.
education is important.
In what way, though? You're
Like
saying
like
by
you need to
cutting
go look up
spending?
what positive
Raise
leverages.
taxes, cut spending. Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
that is not. No, they
What?
are
Yeah, you
never going to
could.
solve the debt by cutting
But they
spending
don't need
or
to.
raising
That's what we're
taxes.
saying. They
Nor
don't
would they
need
want
Yeah,
to.
to.
they
It wouldn't
don't.
be
Yeah,
good for us to cut.
yeah.
We
I'm not
want
saying
positive
right.
leverage.
So what's the point of that comment if they're not going to?
So
Because
no.
they get more off. Because here's the thing: every dollar they print, right? They'll print $1, right? They're getting more on that dollar back than what they're getting in inflation. So for example, if you get, let's say you get 1% inflation, right, or 2% inflation, but then your GDP grows by 5%, so you get like 3 to 4% real GDP growth. That's better than that would beat out inflation. You get more on your money than what
I can also give you like a
But
put in.
isn't
like
our
an
debt?
easy like Mr. Swinger, think about it. If you had a ice cream truck, right, and it was doing like 7% a year, it doesn't really matter on what, but just say like that asset of the ice cream truck, all things considered, it's doing 7% a year.
Okay.
You know that all across your city, there's like 100 other locations you could also make 7%. You would want to take out a loan of 5% to pay for as many trucks as possible, as long as that asset is outpacing that debt, so the cost of debt. So if your ROA is higher than your cost of debt, like that's
Right.
the simple way of like understanding positive leverage. So you'd be better off having as
I mean,
much debt as possible.
that's like not the definition, but that's what
That is
kind
literally
of
the
capitalism
definition.
stands for.
No, that's
Yeah,
positive leverage is defined by ROA.
What
Yeah,
about
outpacing
what
cost.
I'll
about the
say
debt
this:
to GDP ratio being
you don't
over
have to really worry about
100%?
it. Yeah, you don't have to really worry about that. Like that again, it just
You don't
at
think
the
that's
end
a
of the day,
problem?
That's what I just
no.
addressed with positive leverage. So again,
Wait,
it shows
I'll
up as
say
a
this.
problem.
Who said GDP? Was it Mr.
It
Sweeney?
shows up as a
Yeah.
problem if inflation is completely out of whack, if it's
Yeah,
off target, and our
It
secondary
is.
market of bonds. No, it's not. And
You're saying it's not off target
it's at what,
of
like
the 2%
2.7?
rate,
It's at they target 2 to 3%.
right.
and that's
And also
never
like
going to happen. It's never going to happen, and it's all
It's
manipulated. It's
2.7.
the
What are you talking
CPI.
about?
The CPI is all
The Fed
manipulated.
uses
It's never going to
PCE.
be at
PCE
that
is better.
2%
where
roll.
no,
It's
but
never going
say
to be at that 2% rate.
It doesn't
it
matter if
varies, but
2 to
it's a
3% is
target.
fine.
Yeah,
And the point is if our bonds are organically maintaining their rate, then there's
right.
that equals no
Although I'll say
insolvency.
this, I mean,
But what
also
happens when the trust rolls out and no one wants to buy our
Okay,
bonds?
Tiki,
Trust?
can I ask a couple of
Yes.
questions? Like
You
literally
mean the
one
treasury?
question.
sure.
All right. I just for context, I want to know Jake and Mr. Swinger's
the VC.
education or context in any of this. Like,
I have a bachelor's degree. I'm 27 years old, and I basically all my history research is off of Google and history class in high school.
what is your bachelor's in?
It's in business and film.
And
Yeah,
Mr. Swinger,
econ.
Wait, what was the question?
just
What are
like
your
your
degrees in,
background,
or
your
education?
education,
Yeah.
all that.
Shit. YouTube University.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
Next
that's all I
question.
had. I just needed to know that
Also,
for
but
context.
I'll just
Can
say
I
this.
rebuttal you with the same question?
Go for it. Yeah.
What's
I
your
also was
background in
gonna-
history and your education?
History and my education.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm 19 years old. I'm currently in college studying international relations, finance as a minor, second year. So not a big knowledge in the finance world, but I'm a day trader. Still experimenting.
Also, I
Nah,
was
good
gonna-
for you, bro. I mean,
That's what I
I
was
will
gonna say,
admit,
Jake.
personally, bro, I did not study history as much growing up, like even at your age, as I should have, and even like just what's going on with the government in
Can I say
general.
something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was also going to say, like, Jake, I think what you're describing with capitalism isn't the idea of capitalism. It's just the issues with capitalism, really what it comes down to is just like the distribution aspect of it. Because as the rich get richer, the poor do get poorer to a certain degree. Like what you're describing, the issue that you're talking about is kind of like a distribution problem, meaning that you want it so that all the growth isn't just going to like a small minority, and inflation destroys like the lower classes. That's kind of what you're experiencing, which is different
Correct.
than yeah.
That's called communism, by the way.
No, it's not, because America
Well,
has practiced what? No, America. No, because the richest generation of Americans was created by having like more of a social democracy. Like that's not communism. I'm not saying
No, but
full
what
redistribution.
he's suggesting, that the distribution of wealth goes across everyone.
you're arguing
Not
against
not
Tiki right
not
now,
equally.
MC.
Yeah, but not equally. I'm not saying equally.
No, I
No, you
wasn't
can.
saying that Tiki said it. I
Oh,
don't know if it was Mr. Swinger or somebody else.
no, that was me. I just said that like the capitalism has a distribution problem. That's why you would need to have certain socialist elements of it so that it's not completely like just a couple people that get super rich and then everyone else is extremely poor. Like that's what you would want to avoid.
Right. I guess I'm just in that situation where I'd rather see something else going on, but it's just
Yeah, and that's I think where America's headed, because in the past the baby boomers, they got really rich because the government had, of course, the Great Depression, and then they put up the tax rate, they raised taxes a lot, they did a lot of reform, and
mhm.
that really helped to stabilize the lower classes, and that created the richest generation of Americans. They had 90 and 70% tax rates, which on the
The
top
effective
income,
tax rate
yeah,
was like the effective tax rate was the same. To be fair.
no, effective tax rate. What do you mean by the same? I don't think it
So
was.
like yeah, between like deduction, yeah, the effective tax. If you look at the chart of it, I think the effective tax rate was like 30% or something like that for the top bracket, or maybe even lower. I kind of forget.
And I think it might have been effectively the same, but the main difference is nowadays, like the top 1% is so much richer that if you were to apply the same tax rates, it would be significantly higher. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
again, it's just
yeah.
yeah. I agree. We've had a mix. We've never had pure commun. Well, or sorry, pure
Pure
cap.
capitalism. Yeah.
I guess we kind of maybe did in the early like 1800s, or I'm
Yeah.
not totally familiar with the history, but yeah, we've had a mixed economy since
Yeah, and I
we
think
really implemented taxation.
I mean,
Or
I think the main
OBI.
issue, yeah, that's
No,
it.
go
I
ahead,
think,
Tiki.
yeah,
What
I was just gonna
were
say,
you
I
gonna
think
say
like
the main issue
the
is?
main issue is just the political capture of the political capture by private sector, meaning corporations
Yeah, I
pretty
agree
much
with
just
that.
control America, and
Yeah,
that really destroys a lot of people's ability to have social mobility. So if you're able to have more social mobility, really crack down on kind of business corrupting government, you would also see a lot like the thing is like businesses will like repress wages, they'll cut down on competition. That's why it's harder for a lot of more people to get ahead, even though the economy is growing. It just kind of like a winner takes all situation, and I think there's a balancing act where you have to have it be like winner takes all to grow the economy, and then you kind of have to have a way of being more distributive, not pure distribution, but a little bit more distribution, so that way the middle class isn't just crushed.
Yeah, I mean the middle. That's yeah. At the end of the day, that's kind of my point. Is that the middle class is crushed.
Yeah, like that's why it might head towards more of like a social democracy, which is what the Nordic countries are. The Nordic countries are still capitalist. They just have very high, not I guess higher tax rates to prevent the everything. Like higher tax rates make it easier for you to from the lower classes to move up, but then when you get really high up, it makes it harder for you to get super rich. But it makes it easier for people to get rich. It's just
Yeah,
that's like the main thing.
but
That's
to be
really the
fair though, it's
downside.
like I mean, our
I'm not
real wage,
opposed, dude. I'm not opposed to any new changes. Any new changes, I'm good with.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I don't know, like real wages have grown pretty significantly since 2000, and I mean, we're not like maybe I'm out of touch here, but statistically speaking, we're doing pretty well for ourselves.
I mean, yeah, but the thing is, like, that's true, but that's only if you look at the general inflation rate. If you actually look at just the inflation rate on the cost of like living, the main items, like the four, I think it was transportation, rent, medicine, and
Yeah,
education, that has
yeah.
all outpaced like the
Scott, what
real
class are you
rate,
in?
like significantly.
I need to look more into that, but it's like
Yeah.
the problem with that argument though is like we've seen like disinflation in a lot of sectors. So I'm trying to think of like what I mean, even just everyone having a smartphone, like they have a little computer in their hands, like
That's
as
true.
opposed to like 2000, like that wasn't.
I wouldn't call that
Um,
disinflation.
do you know what disinflation is?
I mean, I would call that the opposite of inflation.
Well, it hasn't been deflation; it's been disinflation.
Yeah.
Okay, what's
Um,
the difference between disinflation and
It's
deflation?
disinflation is just like slower growing prices, meaning like the rate of change of the growth of the prices is still
Yeah.
positive, but it's decreasing,
Yeah. I
And
mean,
what's deflation?
losing value. So
yeah.
like a dollar going, like something worth $1 is now worth 50
Got you.
cents.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Or the dollar goes up in value, which is what you don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would destroy your, like, no one would want to buy anything because if your dollar goes up in value, you're gonna wait forever to buy
Yeah.
something.
My
No one's
McDouble
buying it.
tomorrow will be
Yeah.
$5. Anyway, go ahead.
And that's what we were sort of talking about,
Yeah.
like the Fed stabilizing credit markets. Because if you had like
Yeah.
our dollar attached to gold, like credit
You're gonna
markets
do
would have
that.
collapsed in the past year because like
Yeah.
mortgage payments would have doubled effectively.
Right, exactly. Yeah, but I think the problem with America is you're probably gonna have to see a bit more like higher taxes just to try to redistribute a little bit more wealth because it's not going to be America is heading towards a point of instability because if too many people are failing and only like the 10 or 20% is succeeding, then the 80% will vote in people who will do something about it, and
So
it's like the same reason
Tiki,
FDR
can I
won.
ask you where you're
Yeah.
at on that like level, like on that spectrum? Like,
What?
are you on the like? Are you
I
set,
would
or
be
are you like middle class, or are you like?
financially.
Yeah,
I guess it varies year to year, but in this year, I don't think I would be considered middle class. But
middle
I
class.
guess I would be in California. No, in California, I would be considered middle class. Because California, what would you have to make not to be considered middle class? Like 150 or something like that, or 200 not to
not
be
even.
I don't know,
Cali is
bro.
crazy. Like at least a quarter mil.
in Los Angeles. Yeah, something like that, not to be middle class. Like yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
So
I don't know where in Cali you are, but
Los
generalized.
Angeles. Yeah, Los Angeles, like basically most expensive. Not the most, but like probably like outside of North California, maybe San Diego's on par with LA. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll see.
I'm in Silicon Valley, and
Oh,
there
nice.
is no like
Yeah,
middle
that's
class is like
gone.
Bro, I'm in
250.
Massachusetts, and we have pay the same prices as California, but we don't get the sun nearly as much as
Move
they
out
do
here,
out
man.
there.
Move out
It's
here.
so brutal.
Move
What's
out
up?
to California, dude.
Yeah, man. If I could, I would.
It's nice here. It's nice.
Wait,
Yeah.
Tiki, just did you were you born and raised there, or did you just
Yeah.
move there? Like, what's the position there?
What do you mean? I was born and raised here.
All right, so you've kind of grown up in the environment.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a
Because
nice
it's
environment.
definitely it differs from person to person. Whether
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
I'm from Florida, right? Like I was born and raised in Florida. I moved up to the West Coast, Washington State, in the past 3-4 years. And obviously, like the difference of value and different economic rates differ between Florida and Washington.
mhm.
And say like when I was a kid, like my parents bought a house for what $250K. It was a really nice house. And up here,
This thing's probably worth $1 million. Go ahead.
yeah. Like I said, like up here, $250K would get you
It was
an
like
absolute shack.
yeah.
So it definitely varies like where you're from. So that definitely influences your economic.
Yeah. Also, like Jake, I was gonna say, I guess I would be considered more of like a social democrat, where it's still a capitalist system. It's just more constrained. Because I think the main issue with the capitalist system, it's like this. Let's say you don't have enough capitalism, then you end up with like a state-controlled socialist system, something similar like Soviet Union. That's
Yeah.
not good. And the opposite is, say you don't have any control over your private sector, and private sector is able to, really heavily influence government, then you
Yeah.
start to lose out on freedom because your government just becomes like a corporate controlled.
I mean, I don't feel like I have control either way. I vote, but it don't matter. My state's democratic, no matter what. It's blue. It's blue. It's blue. Cool. Whatever.
Do you have an issue with it being blue, or do you want it to be red? I'm just curious.
It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I don't really like get into politics that much. I just think that like if someone smart enough up there was with a brain that like knew how to control what was going on a little better than the past however many presidents.
I mean, it really just starts with Reagan, because Reagan was the one that kind of let capitalism accelerate in the 80s. Like
That's very true.
his reforms basically made America like infinitely more capitalist than what it was before.
Yeah, but I mean,
FDR
it's like
yeah.
so like okay, cool. Like the government like makes a lot of money. The economy's great. The economy's
Yeah.
booming. What about us? I'm
Yeah,
not
I know.
booming.
That's why. Yeah, I know. That's why.
90% of us aren't booming. You
Yeah, I
know?
know, Jake. That's why I'm saying like America is going to move towards more like an FDR president who was a social democrat. They're going to start, I think, instituting more reforms to curtail first and foremost corporate power, and apart from that, they're going to have to raise taxes. Like
So who do
ideally
you who
would
do you got
be.
on the next one? Because I'm telling you.
No, I'm just saying what the ideal would be. I don't know. I
Yeah,
haven't looked at
no,
their policies to
I
see
no,
what
I
they
agree
do.
with you there. And
Tiki,
that's
I
what do
don't.
you Tiki, what do you think about the
Tiki.
idea of that being
Yeah,
like some president coming along and
yeah,
just advocating for more like taxation on a statewide level to where like there can be sort of idiosyncratic
mhm,
socialism like
yeah,
in certain areas of the country,
mhm,
and like obviously that comes with reducing like OBI federal income tax,
mhm.
federal tax. I feel like that would be a much more uh, or at least like a system that would be easier to get past.
Oh, are you saying like some states have higher taxes, other ones don't? You lower
Yeah, if
federal
like you
tax?
wanted like socialized healthcare, like
Mhm.
do that on a statewide level.
Oh, I mean, are you talking about states only having it, or are you having it on a federal level? Because you're
Yeah,
saying
like
like, oh,
I feel like that doing it on a federal. I think that there's like
mhm,
a great change to like. I think that privatization for the most part is better, but I think
yeah,
that there could be communities that work
mhm,
because again, it's like culturally, like
yeah,
sociology plays a factor into how well
right,
socialized economics work.
yeah,
So if like you make it more decentralized, I
yeah.
think you're better in the future.
Yeah, I mean I see what you're saying. That's more like a what is it like an Austrian argument or maybe like a monetarist argument that the government is just too inefficient, less inefficient than private sector, which isn't entirely untrue. I just think that the main issue is the downside to private sector is that need for profit, whereas government doesn't have to function for profit. So there's yeah, I see what you're saying. I think the main thing that's going to come down to is just really raising the corporate tax rates and cutting down on tax. Like here's the thing: if they cut down on the amount of tax
tax
dodging
the
there is,
rich.
not apart from that, like yeah,
Well,
sure,
well,
but
Tiki, what do you like? This definitely like. I'll admit this is definitely not my specialty. So, what do you mean by corporate tax? Like increasing the corporate tax?
corporate tax right now is like 21%, and a lot of them avoid that. If you find a way to have
But
it
I
so that
think
they
what
don't
VZ was asking was like, what is corporate tax?
Yeah, like
tax
It's like
on,
what would
taxing
you
businesses,
define that
what
as? Like, are you
businesses
talking
pay.
about like top
no,
corporate businesses or?
anyone, it's a flat rate. It's 21% flat. So
Okay,
if you make $1,000 versus 100 million, you still pay 21% of that as your tax. Or I
okay,
guess it would
okay.
be 800 in California because there's a minimum. But anyway, that's the point. Like if they just made that rate like a bit higher, like you could put that up to say 30%, cut down on a lot of people dodging taxes. Like that would really heavily cut down on inflation. That would relieve a lot more people. Like that's the thing too. There's like the thing with America is that there are huge parts of American society, like especially the rich, that is completely undertaxed. Like they're not even taxed at the current rates. Like if you tax them at the current rates, that would actually be a huge relief because that
Yeah,
would
sure,
reduce inflation.
sure.
But you would have to do a lot. You would have to cut down on spending, and you would have to really
Yeah,
heavily
that's
reform the
that's why the
government.
rich, like the real rich, they move to different countries. So like, fuck
No,
this
they,
shit.
they
I'm out of
can't.
here.
They can't do that though. No, no, Jake, that's impossible for them. If you were to leave America and renounce it so you don't get taxed, they tax you internationally. And if you exit, they give you a 40% exit tax on everything. So you can't really
Well,
do
they
that.
probably do it beforehand, no?
You can't. No, if you're in America, American citizen, the second you leave, 40% tax on everything.
Even when you're in a different country.
They tax internationally. Yeah. You can
Okay.
go to Dubai, you're still getting hit with America tax. Yeah.
Thanks for
I
the
know.
info.
Yeah. That's America. Anywhere you go, I just want to say Puerto Rico. I'm not 100%, but regardless, anywhere you go, they will tax you if you're an American citizen. Because there was a billionaire, Eduardo Saverin, co-founder of Facebook. He left with like I think he has like I don't know 30-40 billion dollars. He didn't get taxed on that because he got his U.S. citizenship, moved to Singapore. He got away with it. They changed the law after that. That is never going to happen again.
That's why no one knows his name. We all just know Mark Zuckerberg.
No, I
That
mean
guy
a lot of
wasn't
people
rowing
know
the boat.
Saverin, but yeah, anyone knows Saverin. But anyway, the
Oh.
thing is like if you were to really cut down on the amount of tax dodging done by like literally like maybe 50,000 people, you could really relieve a lot of the stress. It just doesn't happen because the government's controlled by probably that same 50,000 people.
Yeah.
That never changes. Those are the downsides to capitalism. It's like if you could, refine that and have it so it's not as corrupt, it would work a lot. Someone's saying the exit tax is only 20%. Are you sure? Last time I checked, it was 40. I might be wrong on that. Either way, like 20%.
How often
Something.
in like the last like however many years has the like color of the state changed?
Which state?
Every state.
It's rare, but
It's rare, right? So it's
yeah.
pretty much the same old shit going on. And then
Someone
there's like
said, "Yo, Tiki, what's your strat?"
For what? For gambling?
That's all they
For-
say.
yo, he uses fair value gaps and he uses liquidity sweeps and
No one talks about this, but I just use IV. If I was gonna trade, I just use historical IV versus implied IV. Just arbitrage the difference, if possible.
Fire.
Way. But I guess it's not arbitrage, but you get my point. You just bet on the difference.
You can get away with it. Just give Donald a gift.
Yeah, but anyway, but that's kind of the thing. Taxes are not the way they're administered is also like very very like faulty. Like assets which basically don't do anything for like actually they don't take you to do anything. Like you can own an asset, it doesn't take time out of your day to own that, but then you get taxed less on that than if you were working. That's the part where it's really unfair.
right.
It's like,
But I mean,
you'll
like
get
even like
taxed on labor,
the
but not.
asset, like
Yeah.
even speaking of assets, like it comes to a point where you have to make enough money to have an asset that's worth that much value. You know, like how much are we talking that an asset is worth? Are we talking like a
Not even a
car?
lot. I'm talking. No. I'm saying like stocks mainly. Car is not really an asset in a way. I mean, I guess maybe, but
No, it's
I'm saying like
asset. It's
stocks.
not liquid. I mean,
I mean, every single car is a depreciating asset, whether
It's
it's
that
over.
depreciating
no, for
asset. That's
sure.
right. Yeah.
So you're talking
Or-
about like stocks.
No, I'm talking
okay.
about stocks. Yeah, name or
Okay.
stocks. Like for example, like I think what is it? If you own like 100,000 in stocks, nothing too crazy, 100K, and you gain say 100 to 100,000, right? You hold it over like 5 to 10 years. You double it. It'd be 7 years, whatever. You would pay 20% on that 100K. If it was 100 million to 200 million, long term you still pay 20% on the 100 million gain. That's really the main issue. That's a huge discrepancy there for like asset prices versus labor. Labor would be
Run
like
that
really,
back. Sorry, if you don't mind.
the tax rate on say like 100,000 gain, $100,000 stock gain would basically be the same as the tax rate on 100 million stock gain. But if that was income, it would be like 40% on the 100 million, be less than 40% on the 100,000. That's like
Okay.
really a big discrepancy.
But Tiki, are you talking about personal short term or long term games, or are you talking about
long term? Yeah.
what?
Oh, someone just said this is my area. This is taxes. Oh, we're gonna let
Lo-
a
lo-
tenant,
short-term
taxes.
short-term gains are taxed at your effective tax rate. So if you're paying 34% on your income, you're paying 34% on your capital gains short-term.
Thank you,
Yeah.
my dear. Somebody needed to say that. Yes, shut
Okay,
up.
I'm talking long term.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, no,
short term,
for
that's
real.
true.
I already told Tiki because I've been up here a few times. My main job, I'm a SciSec analyst at IRS. So just if you guys are so profitable, pay your capital gains. Stop fucking lying.
Prop firms don't have capital gains though, because it's not real stocks and assets. That's why.
I don't think we got any core sellers in the chat right now.
No,
No,
there are
Tiki.
core sellers. There are some
Tiki.
core sellers here,
Tiki.
but yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Hey, all you core sellers and so-called day traders, here's food for thought, right? Brokers
No,
have this thing called KYC rules where if you're profitable, they're going to snitch, right, to the feds. So if you're not profitable, we can tell. And if you are profitable, we can tell. And less than
Hold up,
1% can do it.
this guy's saying he sells a course. I want to let him up.
Yo,
Yeah,
tenement.
Adam.
Oh wait,
Hey,
RFL is already up here.
Let me
Oh, are-
1v1 him.
Why? Wait, hold up. But RFL, how old are you?
I'm 19.
You sell a course?
Yeah.
Also,
It's
I'm gonna let you down.
econ.
I'm gonna let you down, Jake and MC20, just so we can kind of get back on things. But sorry, did you say econ?
Yeah. I do
Oh, but-
print on
but that-
demand courses,
No, but-
which is pretty much the same.
But it's not like a day trading course, is it?
It's not day trading, but it's
Oh,
the same
then- no,
concept. You learn a skill.
No, but I wouldn't apply this. This doesn't apply to you.
Well, just like in
But it's not trading. Like RFL, there's a big difference what you're doing versus trading. Like trading is a zero sum game. What you're doing is not a zero sum game. Like I would say that's the biggest difference.
Oh, then that was my question because I just
Yeah,
really
yeah,
wanted to know. But the reason why I sell
yeah,
courses is just because
yeah.
I just like to help people. My
No,
courses
uh-huh.
aren't expensive. It's only $100 and it is doing print on demand, which
Okay.
is you make a design and then
Yeah.
Printify makes the product and ships it out. So you could like post it on eBay,
Okay.
Etsy, and then you could order a sample
Yeah.
and promote it.
So
Can I
what
say
is your
something?
what is your ROI on not
Uh,
obviously courses, but what is your
what do you mean
ROI on
ROI?
your
There's no hold up. That's not day trading. This doesn't apply to RFL. I'm sorry, but this is a different topic.
Yeah.
no?
What you're
Can I
saying?
say
I'm not
something?
saying alpha. I'm
Hold
talking
up,
about
With
Deshaun.
ROI. Like
Wait. Oh
everything
my
has a
God.
risk to
Wait.
it.
with only what I
Oh my
do,
God.
right? I make around 3K a month, which is decent because
It's not bad. But
and
RFL,
anyone can do it. It's not
dude. I don't RFL. This is not. It's not day trading. Though. That's the main difference. If you're talking about day trading here, this doesn't apply to you because what you're talking about, you could maybe gain skills for and do. I don't doubt any of that. This is not the same thing as we're talking about here. That's why you're comparing
yeah.
two different things. Yeah, this does not apply to you.
Yeah, but in the topic of trading courses, right?
Yeah, this is not the same thing what you're doing. But yeah,
Well, any course that
it's
sells
not.
for over, I'd say
RFL.
100, bro, it is all a scam, bro.
No. That I disagree with that. There's some courses that are worth it. It depends what you're going to learn, but there are absolutely some courses that are worth it. It's just the trading courses that are not. And it's a different topic. But RFL, I'm not saying what you're selling is bad. You probably know your stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not familiar with ecom, but if you can make sales on ecom, you can teach other people to make sales on ecom. This doesn't
Yeah.
apply to you.
May I speak now, please?
Deshaun, how old are you?
20. I was on here earlier, but I just want to say, like, I agree with what you're saying, bro. But at the same time, it's two sides to this coin. So you got people who trade, right? You got people who trade, like you said, data, math has a lot to do with it. You got a lot of people who trade and get on these charts and they get to lose it and they realize, damn, this trading is not as easy as I thought. And then they get to selling 5K, 4K, 6K courses. Those are the people you're talking about.
No, I'm
And
talking
then you
about
got
anyone who
other
sells
people.
a course. I'm talking about anyone who
Well, I
sells a
sell a
course.
course.
How much
I
is
sell a
it?
course, 300.
Well, this shit about to get
And I
spicy.
teach for free too. So actually, I have 5 different strategies. MCR is free, microcycle
You have
range, that's free.
what's your hold up? You have 5 strategies. What's the
Like
alpha
it's
on your
just like
strategies?
like they're all just off data. Pine script,
What's your alpha?
Can I finish what I was saying now? Hold on.
Yeah, sure.
But what I'm trying to say is basically like everybody is right now. Like it's just weird because it's just hit or miss, bro. Because I paid 4K for a course and I didn't learn anything, and then I paid another dude 300 and I learned everything. Like I learned
How do
everything
you
about
know that
trading.
though?
I know that because of my win rate and the fact that I can look at the chart.
What's
Market
your
could open on
ROI?
Sunday and I could take a trade, and I promise you
Oh,
9 times out of 10
what's
it'll
your
be
what's
green.
your ROI?
What do you mean by ROI? Like my return on investment?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the percentage?
yeah.
Above 100% for sure.
In a year or what time period?
In a month, a year. I started a live account. I started a live account last month, and I got it up to $2,000. I started with 300. I got it up to
Tiki,
2,000.
let me so all right,
I'm
so
listening.
sure, let me, be the benefit of the doubt. Your ROI is 100%. Cool. That's great. Like 100% for you. Um
Mhm.
but you say you bought a
It'd be more than
$4,000 course
100.
and then a $300 course, and the $4,000 one didn't work for you. $200 one did
Because it
work
was
for you.
ICT. It was BS.
What?
Come on, ICT is not, it's not, if you
So what
trade
is
for
on
real, you know
RFL?
ICT is not good. It's for you to be good, you have to have a lot of discretion. It takes to become good with ICT, it takes a lot whatchamacallit, Mecca. I only trade live accounts with my students. I don't trade my prop firms. Because
Oh, yeah.
that's too much emotional weight trying to copy trade 20 accounts in front of a bunch of people. That's weird. But
Okay.
fuck. I just forgot what I was saying. What was I just saying?
You're talking about your ROI, I think, and you're talking about like your students or something.
Oh no, I was saying ICT. It's possible to become profitable with like strategies like that. What I'm saying is they're not backed by any data. They're not tested. They're not Monte
And
Carlo.
is yours tested?
Yes, it is. I
What's
have.
your alpha?
That's
I'm not
what I was
sure.
gonna ask, Tiki. That's what I was gonna ask. What have you backed this?
Like, what do you mean by alpha? Like 86%, 86%. If
No,
I know what you're talking
no.
about.
That's
Like
When
that's
you
not
test
what.
it, no, you talking about when you take. So I have a Parquet of 20 years of ES data, right? And you Monte Carlo it over it, right? And it tells you your win rate over that 20 years, right?
That's not what I'm asking.
Okay,
That's
closer
not your
from
win rate.
2022 to 2025, my win rate was like above 86%. As
That's
the
not
time
your
went
alpha
down,
though.
well, what's the alpha then?
The alpha would be your excess returns, like your risk-adjusted excess returns over the market. Like how
Well,
much are
then
you
I don't
beating the
know.
market by risk-adjusted? So then why
I
are
don't
you
know. I just
selling?
know the win rate about over the 20 years data.
Let me simplify it. So what Tiki means, like, say S&P made 10%, right, over a
Mm-hmm.
year. What your risk to return is, your RR, what retail traders say. What is your excess on that, on your quote unquote edge, on your certain strategies, your 5
No,
strategies?
it's a risk-adjusted excess over the market. It's how much you beat the market by risk-adjusted.
That means beta becomes a huge factor. So if somebody can't tell you what their alpha is, fucking
Well,
liar.
really, it don't matter, bro. If I'm on ES and I'm risking 18 ticks, if y'all trade, y'all know 18 ticks, that's a really small risk. I'm taking 1 to 5 trades. Bro, I could have a 30% win rate on a live account and still be profitable because of the amount I'm risking.
Yeah, but
And then
So
on top of
I
that,
have a question. Hold
my win
on.
rate's in the
I have
80s. And then
Deshaun.
mind you, hold on,
easy.
mind you, that other 14% is not just, oh, you're just losing the trades. The only reason that other 14% is gone is because of true or false days, whether it's a consolidation day or expansion day during the New York AM session. So I know what I'm saying, bro.
Okay, so
All
ES
I'm trying to say
represents.
is,
Hold on.
we're
Deshaun.
on two sides of the same coin, bro. Like,
So Deshaun, you
I'm
trade
listening.
ES. You trade ES contracts /ES, correct?
I trade MES and ES, yes.
Okay, and
Micros and
ES is a
minis,
10.
futures.
All right. So you're trading full contracts in MES. That's what you're saying.
You said what?
ES is the full contract.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I trade one.
MES is 1/10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how does a negative VIX influence both?
You said what?
How does a negative VIX influence both ES and MES? You wake up in the morning and you see VIX is down 3%. How
See,
is
that's
that
your
going to
issue.
influence?
That's your issue, bro.
Yes.
You over here too focused on the technicalities at all. You overthinking trading, bro. I don't do nothing but
Dude,
look at my orb.
yo.
Look, listen. I don't do nothing but wake up. Look, I wake up out of
Are you
bed
a
at 8 a.m.
wizard?
Look at
Hold up.
look from 8 a.m. to
my God.
8:23. Orb range forms, right?
Are you a
Look,
wizard? What do you mean your orb? Like an orb? Like you're a
orb
wizard?
range
Like,
from 8 a.m. New York AM session starts at
No,
9 a.m. 9 a.m.
no,
actually,
no,
but 8 a.m. for me, right? Boom. From 9.
no.
No, you saying no? I
It's
promise you I have a
9:30.
higher win rate than you. Just listen to what I'm
It's
saying.
definitely
Listen to what I'm
9:30,
saying.
oh
buddy.
my god, you guys usually one at a
I
time.
said for
Guys.
me, my time zone is different.
This is
9:30,
entertaining as hell,
8.
though.
But
Guys, you
listen,
better
I wake up at 8. From
better
8:20
drop
from
a
8.
follow. This is entertaining.
Dead
All right,
ass.
look, from 8, I didn't even realize I didn't even follow you. I just threw you a follow. But hold on. So from 8 to 8:23, that orb range it forms, right? And like Tiki said, it has a lot to do with math, right? So the indicator that I have, it automatically marks out the standard deviation zones. So if
What?
it's yes.
Standard deviation
Matter of fact,
zones?
hold on. Hold on.
Wait, Deshaun.
Hey, Deshaun, can you explain to me what standard deviation is?
And the empirical rule and normal distribution that applies to that.
Say that one more time.
Can just like a basic definition of standard deviation?
Y'all know what standard deviation is. Why?
But
do I have to
I'm
explain
asking
it?
you.
Y'all don't know what standard deviation is?
No, I'm asking you.
I'm not on here to prove myself to y'all. That's the thing. I'm making up. I don't got
Yes,
nothing to prove to you
Deshaun.
guys.
But hold on,
I don't got nothing to
Deshaun.
prove to you guys. I'm just
But
saying.
Deshaun.
You take.
Deshaun.
That's what I'm saying. You shifting the
God,
conversation
guys,
somewhere else. You're not taking what I'm saying into consideration.
Okay,
You're trying to shift the.
Deshaun, I have a question for you, right?
All right. What's the question?
So futures like derivatives, right, are based on the Black-Scholes formula, right? You heard
The
of the
what?
Black-Scholes formula?
What's that?
They won the Nobel Prize for economics, and then there's a whole story behind it. But
Yeah.
this is what futures markets, right, are
Mm-hmm.
largely based on that Black-Scholes equation, right?
Right.
That's why
Mm-hmm.
stochastic calculus is so important, right? So now
Mm-hmm.
think about it like this, right? For you to be able to trade futures, right, somebody has to be able to price risk to sell you that contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
How are they pricing the risk? Volatility becomes extremely important and it's stated in deviation. So
Right.
one standard deviation, right? If a market has a normal distribution, right, and follows the empirical rule, then 65 or 66% of the data will be within one standard deviation, right?
Right.
95 within two, and 99.7 within three standard deviations. Everything
Right.
else is an outlier. This is how risk is priced in the derivatives market. So if you don't know that, right, you're highly handicapped.
Well, buddy, there's a thing called AI. You feel me? You can
Yeah.
plug stuff in. It'll do the work for you.
Right.
It can create pine script indicators that sets
What
up
if
the
it
standard
hallucinates?
deviations.
What if it
Listen.
hallucinates?
I don't, bro. I don't got
Sets
nut,
up
bro.
the.
Hold
What do you mean
on.
by
Tiki,
sets
I'll
up?
go.
Tiki,
Wait.
this is your
Matter
time.
of fact. Hold on.
Tiki.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go grab my MacBook and show y'all the
But
indicators so
no,
that I
but
can
like
shut y'all
they.
up. Hold on.
Nah,
I'm gonna just bring my laptop
Tiki,
real
Oh my
quick.
god, bro.
Tiki,
Dude,
this
Hold
is your
on.
time, bro.
I'm trying to talk.
Deshaun,
Like
we
it's
believe
hard.
you, bro. No, Deshaun, we believe you, bro.
But like no, but like it's just the way you describe standard. Like, what do you mean by a standard deviation zone? Like, I've never heard that before in my entire life. Like, it's not really a zone. I guess it wouldn't be described as a zone. Like, like standard deviation is defined in terms of like sigma, right? Or I guess
Wait,
his
are you talking to
laptop.
me or?
No, I'm talking to Deshaun. Like,
All
I
right.
don't know. You're talking about like a zone. Does he mean like one standard deviation, two standard, three? I don't even know.
From what I heard, I think he's referring to like a certain range in a market. I don't
Okay.
think he's speaking about like a certain mathematical equation to calculate a certain standard deviation.
Yeah, but like then what is he? Like, then that wouldn't be standard deviation. Standard deviation just tells you like the distribution of a set of numbers, like the
He's talking
likelihood.
about like a line chart tool that he'll go from one price to another, and it'll
Yeah.
generate a normal distribution.
No, so is that standard deviation?
Yeah, it'll
Oh, okay,
generate,
okay.
but it's only between whatever
All right,
random
y'all looking?
prices he chooses.
Are y'all looking?
Yeah, I'll
That's like
put
the
you up on the
sil-
big screen here.
the silliest
Are y'all
use of
looking?
You're on
standard
the big
deviation.
screen.
All right, look, I trade on the 5 minute, right?
Oh my god.
Standard deviation. These are these lines right here.
Oh my
The
god.
indicator automatically calculates them.
Nice lines.
Hold on.
This
Let me
is just
fix this.
this is just
Why
that
is it
meme of
extended
like,
like that?
Bro said nice
Why?
lines.
bro, I don't know. This is like the
Nice
guy who
lines for
just
sure.
like, bro, what is this supposed to prove? I don't understand.
I'm showing you the
Just
standard
lines.
deviation lines.
He's an artist.
No, but like, what
Yeah,
does it tell
yeah.
you? But does it tell you the distribution of the prices?
All right, pick a random date. Just a random date. New York AM session. I'll show it to y'all.
0 BC.
No, do that. I don't know.
All right,
Like,
but
like
I'll
say
pick the 18th. What time? We're gonna do 8 a.m. Right? Select. Boom. Like I said, I just woke up. This right here is another strategy in its own. These little the secret session. And you guys trade. How many sessions do y'all know of? Y'all probably know 3 sessions. London session. Y'all probably know London session, Asia session, and AM session, and what? Maybe New York PM if you got that. Some people combine them into 2. No, I trade 6 different sessions. 1, 2,
I trade 12
3,
different sessions.
4,
bro, like, what is
5,
this supposed
6.
to
No, I'm
like?
saying
Okay,
it's 6 different
Deshaun.
sessions. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
all right.
Well, I trade
Deshaun,
12,
What are
bro.
you?
If you're not
What are
trading
you?
12
What are you
different
trying to like
sessions,
show
you're
though?
I'm
You're
trying to
not
show
on
you
it.
the standard deviation lines. Can you let me get through the replay first?
I mean, you're using
Absolutely.
TradingView. That kind of tells enough.
Who doesn't use TradingView? I think you're a noob if you don't use TradingView.
Okay.
What do you use? Project X? You're a Project X trader?
No.
What are
That's
you
what,
talking about here?
that's what you trade,
No.
Project X?
No.
Oh, that's why it looks weird. I'm on the 1 minute chart.
Okay,
That's why this shit looks weird.
I make at least 4. Oh my god, guys, let's just what was I gonna say?
Yo,
What
Let's just
I just
what?
hey, Tiki, have you
yeah.
ever met
No,
anyone, right?
Hold up, wait 1 second.
No, don't do that.
Hold up, just wait 1
Somebody asked
second.
a
I just want to see
question.
what he's saying. Yeah, he's talking.
Yeah.
Okay, wait
Have
for
you ever met
Deshaun.
anyone that came up here and said, I'm trading with portfolio margin, right? From a prime broker, not a retail broker.
I think there was one person, but he wasn't selling anything. He was just like an older guy who was doing trading on his own. That's the
Yeah,
only
see,
guy that had like portfolio margin. Also,
I
yeah,
don't
you
have
could,
any I don't have any courses for sale, but I can
yeah,
tell you how my portfolio margin looks, and I can tell you what my
right,
alpha is.
right, and also like, Deshaun, you can unmute yourself now. Sorry to do it, but it's just like, please, like the guy was saying something. Let's just be more
Oh,
easy.
my fault, my fault. I got you, I
No,
got
it's
you,
all
I
right.
got you.
Yeah, all good. I'm
Y'all
just
done talking or?
Yeah, so like when you say the standard deviation, does it tell you like the distribution of where the prices fall?
Yes.
Okay. But
So like I said, like you see this tray right here? I don't know if y'all can see it. Boom. This, it looks like a bunch of cluster, bro, but it's literally like 5 different indicators at once. So boom, I seen this red candle right here and seen price respect this band. This was the 6:30 5-minute candle during the AM session.
why would it respect that
Boom.
band? But why would it
Because
respect
that's
it?
because that's a area of liquidity that price tends to respect. 9:30, the 9:30 candle,
What
6:30
do you mean by
candle,
that? Like that's a price? That's an area that like price
and the
tends to.
3:30 candle.
What does that
Yes.
mean? But what do you mean? What does that exactly mean? Like what's happening there?
Like respect. That's how I read the market. I read the market through something called candle science called respect, disrespect, violation.
How does
So
I'm just curious, how does price respect itself?
Yeah.
price respecting would be like, here, I'm gonna click one of my students' trades that they sent. But you see how this
Wait,
red
you
candle.
got
Wait,
you
listen,
got
listen, listen.
students?
How you gonna ask me a question?
Wait,
How you gonna
listen.
ask me a question but not let me
Yeah.
respond?
Wait.
You said how is price respecting, right? You see how this candle formed right here and it wicked right here? This candle did not have a body close above it. So from what I know, that is a clear indication that price wants to go down.
Oh, I see.
Same
That is
thing,
very
same thing here. Same thing here. This
that is
candle
really
did not close.
respectful.
This candle did not have a
Oh
body
man,
close
how do I?
above this candle. So it went down. But guess what? This can't like it's just candle science,
Why don't
bro.
you should call them like gentleman candles, like super
It's just
respectful.
like
Super respectful.
Super
I mean,
respectful.
I'm
wait.
showing y'all the worst.
So
I'm not even showing
Chivalry
y'all
is
the good
not dead
indicator.
in
That's the
oh,
crazy
the
part.
futures
wait,
markets.
I got a question. Like, what
I'm
price does
listening.
this chart respect? I'm just curious. Like, can you tell me like
What do you
what
mean by
price?
what price?
Like I have a chart here, for example. Like, just imagine this was a stock. Like, would it respect, like, say, for example, the price here versus right here? Let me just draw some like lines or something. Like,
Bro, this is crazy.
Every
would it
candle in the
like
market can be classified as either respect, disrespect, or
would it
violation. So you
would
can
it
read any.
respect this
You can read.
line, or would it like go below here, or
See,
would it
like
go
right
like
there at the top.
yeah?
See, you see at the top how you just scribbled up and down. You see how that candle, that last little up move, didn't go past that first one. It respected the top of that top end. So that's clear indication that it wants to go down.
That was
Now,
a
if you
trick
had a candle,
question.
well,
Wait, that
listen,
was a
listen. If
trick
you had a
question. That
candle
was
close, if you had
actually
a full, wait, listen. If
hold
it went
on,
down
hold
like
on.
that, if it went down like that, went back.
That was a trick question. That was actually a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I
Bro.
saw Head and Shoulders when Tiki put that up. I saw
Like I just like
Oh,
what
the,
else did
the,
I just see?
oh nah. Head and Shoulders.
I saw all of that. I'm a magician. I have a crystal ball.
I mean, it just kind of seems like or it just seems like a classic
Okay,
classic
What else?
mountain
Well,
range.
wait,
I see.
was that Deshaun or what?
I'm just
Location.
playing around, bro.
No,
Because
but
I've seen
like
someone do this to people, right? They took up they made a chart of candlesticks of weather changes, right? And they went to like these day traders or that are
yeah,
so-called gurus of
uh-huh,
technical analysis, and they're like, yeah,
yeah.
where's the price going to go from here? And they put up all these lines and all these freaking indicators, and he was like,
Yeah.
yeah, buddy, this is the weather.
Like
And
it
they
just
basically did what Tiki just did.
yeah. Also, I'm just like curious. Like, where do you like? Where is the what am I looking for? What am I looking? Where's the reasoning for like this moving this way? Like, there has to be like some intrinsic reason because all you're showing is buyers and sellers behaving in that way. So how like what's the underlying reason that buyers and sellers would be behaving in that way? That's gonna show up in those charts that you're going off of to make money. You're muted, Deshaun. I didn't do it, but
No, you good. I was gonna say I don't really gotta explain all of that, bro. But if
why
you want to
not? Like,
learn,
doesn't that no? But hold up, doesn't understanding why the
where's
price
that?
moves that way tell you
I understand why it moves that way, but like, I just don't feel like explaining all that. Why do I need to explain all that?
Tiki,
So-
Tiki, let me intervene. So,
Yeah.
Intervene,
like
please.
a couple minutes ago, like 2 minutes ago, you said you have a few students. You would think if you have students, like regardless of your status, you would think that you have the responsibility to explain everything you do, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why do you feel the need to not do that on a live
Cause
where
why do
potential
I?
students?
I'm showing it to you right here, bro. I'm literally showing y'all the indicator and the breakouts and the continuation and the standard deviation levels, and y'all are
But,
just
like,
like y'all
no, but
obviously are
that's
trying
not
to
what I.
rage bait me.
No,
Why?
but that's
So
not. But
why?
that's
Why?
that's
Look,
not
listen,
easy.
listen. This
We've been
indicator, every
listening.
AM session, it marks out the breakout and the
This is
continuation
just.
for the range. It
This
gives you
is
the
just.
stop loss
Oh
and
my
the take
God.
profit. The take
No, but
profit was
like.
right here.
But hold up. But where's your
I'm
evidence that
listening.
this? Yeah, but like, what is like
I
the
said, like I said
under?
earlier,
Oh
I
my
back
God, this
tested
guy
this
just.
against.
Did you manually
I'm
backtest it or did you?
No, I told you I have NVIDIA Jetson, Orin Nano. I have 20 years of ES data, and like I said in the chat earlier, all my students that I get money from, that money does not go into my pockets. All it does is go back into what I'm doing, and I buy data with it, which I just use to purchase all assets 25 years of data, which I just got for $1,000.
So
Okay,
what
but
is your ROI?
Like, bro, I don't know.
Your
I don't know.
ROI?
So hold on. What's your
I don't
short-term
know.
capital gain?
But hold on. But I can
What's
show
your
y'all the testimonials in the
yeah,
Discord,
hold on,
bro.
bro? What's your
you don't.
short-term capital gains rate?
Testimonials don't mean anything, though.
What do you
Anyone
mean
can
by
write
short-term capital
testimonials.
gains?
If you
Anyone
make
can
a
write
profit, you're gonna
testimonials.
have to pay taxes on it. So what's your short-term capital gains rate?
No, we're not. Let's get past ROI first.
Wait,
Then we
wait,
can
wait,
talk
wait,
about
wait,
that.
wait, 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 wait. No, easy,
Wait,
please.
now I'm just showing y'all proof.
This is not
No,
I'm
proof.
showing y'all
proof
proof.
is
This would not be counted as
is your
I'm
proof.
showing
short-term
y'all
capital
proof.
gains rate.
I'm showing y'all proof, bro. These all what he was
Okay,
saying, 18-year-olds. These all 18-year-olds in here, by the way.
bro, that this
18-year-old,
doesn't.
19-year-olds.
Deshaun,
Oh, the dude right here, he right next to me. I can
Bro
go
just
get him
goes,
right
yo,
now,
18
and
year
he can
olds,
show you
19 year olds.
his P&L chart. Okay.
Jeez, bro.
He's not
Bro,
even like.
yo, Tiki.
Is he
It's okay,
gone?
bro. You guys are noobs, bro. It's okay, bro.
No,
It's
kid.
okay to be a noob, bro.
No, kid. If I show you, right, how to profitably day trade using standard
Nah, you
deviations,
can't
right,
show
you
me
still
how to
won't catch
Brad,
profitably
what
day
on.
is
trade.
happening?
I'll
I
show
have
it
a
to
high
you.
win rate.
Also,
No.
I
The
don't
know
difference
lose.
why
is,
as
hold
soon
on,
as
kid.
soon.
I'll go into an account and I'll show you consistent trades, right? That it's going to probably go over your head. That's completely based
Nah,
on
it can't
normal
go over my
distribution.
head.
Yo,
All
Tiki,
right.
It
please,
can't go over
please
my
mute,
head.
bro. Please mute him.
You want me to show you one, Tiki?
Guys,
Because I did this before.
yeah, I mean, I think you already did, but I don't know if it's gonna go anywhere. I don't think he cares to see. My main thing was like, but like, what are the reasons for like the underlying price? Because all you're showing is just like price pattern. Like this doesn't tell you anything other than how the price moved. It doesn't tell you why. Like, where are you getting the why from to predict it? Like, it's just that's the main thing. I
But
have
that's the
issue with all
thing,
these guys.
Tiki. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I already explained that multiple times.
What?
It is an 8 a.m. orb strategy, right? With standard deviations for expansion levels. Whenever you trade a strategy
Why?
like that, this is what I'm trying to say. Whenever you wake up in the AM session, there's only a multitude of things that can happen. If it's a true day, you will see price break out of the range, retrace for
Why
a
is it doing
continuation.
that?
If it's a
Why
false
is it
day,
doing
you will
that?
see it either go up to.
No, but
Uh-huh.
Deshaun, why is it doing that?
That's just what I learned, bro.
No, but why? See, like this is, you don't think there's a reason why it's moving in that way?
Deshaun, you should be able to back that up, and I might be able to
Tiki,
back it up for
Jake,
you.
you don't
even though I
trade,
don't
bro. I
respect
don't
that.
like.
I
You
don't
feel me? We
trade.
don't
All
need
right,
your
bet.
opinion.
all right.
Bet.
We
I was
don't
about
need
to
I'm
just
not
help
gonna
you
talk
You
out.
haven't
over
made
people.
you haven't made a single dollar off trading, bro. I don't
I
even know
was
why you're
just
in
about
here.
to help you out, but
Okay.
now I'm not going to help you
All right.
out.
What were you saying, Tiki?
You don't think it's important to know why price moves that way?
But I do understand why price. That's why I said
You haven't been able to
respect.
explain it though.
I was just explaining it, and y'all interrupted me and started clowning me.
No,
Respect,
dude, I was
No, but
trying to
like,
disrespect,
help you out, bro,
RDV,
and you
respect,
fucking
disrespect,
shut.
and violation.
but
The
why does
wicks,
that
the
happen?
wicks.
Again, why?
Why? Because the wicks also work as fortification for price. Price
Does
has to
that
break
happen? And
past
see,
the
again,
wick.
you're not explaining why that's
What
happening.
What do you mean by why? Why? The why is because
Why
wicks is
would
because
buyers and
is a form of
sellers?
fortification. Oh,
Why would?
whenever
But why?
price breaks a high, it's not breaking past.
Why would buyers and sellers behave in that way? Is what I'm asking you, just very simply.
That's why you guys lose trades. You worried about.
Oh my
Oh
God! I
my
didn't even
God,
ask.
dude, just answer the question, dude. I was
Doesn't
Oh,
trying
I'm
to help
answering
you
the
out.
question.
He doesn't know.
What do you mean? I'm telling you, I don't trade.
No, why do buyers and
Okay,
sellers
wait.
buy when they
So
do?
are y'all one of those people? So this month, while all the war was going on, were y'all trading this month?
What does this have to do with
Tiki,
anything?
I'm asking. 'Cause
please,
you asking what the buyers and
please let me
sellers
answer
is
this
doing.
shit.
Most people were not in the markets this month. Were y'all trading this month? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. Yo,
So what does
wait,
the buy?
pause. No,
What?
no, no,
Okay,
pause,
listen.
pause,
So if I
pause.
see
Yeah,
price
dude,
breakout and it's respecting the 0.5 standard deviation, and I take a sell to the other 0.5 standard deviation, what does that have to do with buyers or sellers?
You're not
Deshaun.
understanding his
Wait, I'm about to
question,
start
bro.
kicking people. It's way too many people talking, but I'll answer you, Deshaun.
I'm listening.
Because you don't know if it's going to move in that way until you can predict what buyers and sellers are going to do. All you're saying is because there's a line here, it has to move this way. But where is your evidence for it?
Okay, but if I go and back test right now, which would take a long time to do, what you would see is, like I said, 70% of days are false days, right? And 30% of days are true days. A false day is when price breaks out on both sides of the range. So it's like a consolidation day, basically.
Bro just said if I'm gonna go back test right now, which I'm not gonna do.
And then 30% of days is a true day. Listen to what I'm saying. This is what I was saying. When there's only a multitude of things that can happen during the true day, what you will see with the orb range, either it will break out, retrace to the top of the range, the opening line, or the bottom of the MCR range.
Okay, cool. I follow RP Profits on TikTok too.
Is it RP strategy?
Yeah, he's literally explaining it to a T.
That's funny you said that. I coded his strategy. I coded his strategy into a pawn script indicator. It was really trash.
Deshaun,
It had like a 30% win rate.
Hold on, Deshaun. I got a question for you. Tiki.
I'll put you up. You're on the big screen.
I'm listening.
Yo, look. This is an ES Iron Condor. See? ESM.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
That's crazy,
it's
Tiki.
filled
That's crazy.
at 701, right?
Why are you showing me trades from 3 years ago? Why are you showing me trades from 3 years ago?
I'm giving you an example. See? I bought 2 contracts for $6, right?
Mm-hmm.
In roughly 3 hours, I sold for $6.75, which is more than 10%.
Right.
So how am I able to do this with ES contracts?
Does that say April 23?
Those are options. Those are options.
Well, when you say and also, okay, I see what you're saying now. But also, you got to take into account that I day trade, bro. The moves that I'm catching are not that big.
I
it's just that I'm
I did that in
catching them
3
on a
hours,
smaller.
bro. That's a day trade. What are you saying? How did I do it?
You say you were in it for 3 hours. I'm not in a trade for
I
more than
showed
an
you where
hour,
it feels
15
like.
minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Oh my god, can we stop
I'm
fighting?
a quick scalper. All right.
Anyway, just like, I don't know, just the main issue. Sorry, excuse me.
I'm listening.
The main issue with all this stuff is you're not actually. Also, what is going on with your microphone? Like something's cooked there.
I don't know. I think my phone messed up or something.
Jeez,
What were you saying though?
Oh my god, can you like have it somewhere where it's stable?
All right, what'd you say?
All right, that's a lot more stable. Like, you're not able to accurately describe the underlying reasons for what's happening. You're just kind of going off.
But
of
that's
like,
the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. The stuff that I'm saying doesn't make any sense to you because you don't know what it means.
No,
when I say RDB,
God, dude, you just cut me off. Holy shit, dude, you're not understanding what I'm saying. What is the underlying reason for price to move that way? Can you explain that? And if you can't, what's like the underlying reason?
Okay, I'll say it again for the 5th time. Respect, disrespect, and violation.
Why does it do that?
I just explained it.
No, you
Wicks are a
haven't,
form
dude.
of fortification for price.
Okay, yo, listen. Let me dumb this down for you, Tiki. Let me dumb this down.
Yeah.
Deshaun, why are wicks formed?
Like, what do you? Because wicks are formed, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
Because wicks are formed, but like, why? Like, if a wick is formed, like, what is happening? Like, what does that mean?
That means buyers, if it was a wick upwards, buyers got exhausted and sellers took over price. If it's a bottom one, sellers got exhausted and buyers took over price. But what I'm saying is that you can use it as levels as fortification. If there's a big, all right, look. So let's say there's a news candle, right? What most people would do, they'll set that little 30 tick stop limit.
Deshaun, you'll help your case a lot more if you just answer the questions and not ramble right after.
What we're trying to,
Jake is low-key cooking. Hold up.
he's just trying to understand, like, why would previous price fortify future price?
Yeah, right. Like,
Oh
what's the
my
underlying
gosh.
reason for that?
I'm like, bro, it's like I'm speaking to a wall right now. I just said it 30 times. It
You haven't actually
respects.
given a
That's what
reason.
I'm trying to tell
You're
you.
not.
What
It
I know,
respects the
nobody
fair value gap,
respect
bro.
RDV.
It
Nobody on this
respects
earth
that,
uses that.
man.
I'm trying to teach it to you guys.
Okay,
So
okay,
instead of trying to come from a
pause.
point of,
Hey,
oh, I
Deshaun,
know
Oh
everything
my
about
god,
trading, can you actually just sit down and try to listen to what I'm trying to say and understand what I'm saying?
dude.
No,
A
but
wick
why
is a
does that?
level of fortification. Oh my
Deshaun,
gosh.
Deshaun,
Hey,
listen.
Deshaun, why does
Nah, bro, I'm
price
getting off
move?
this
Why
live.
does
Y'all are
price
slow,
move?
bro. Oh
Why
my
does
god, I
price
made
He
move?
40.
doesn't know
I made
why.
50K last month. I don't got a whole bunch job, bitch. I got a 95% win rate, bro. I know what
Don't
I'm
crash
saying.
out. Why does price move?
Like, come on, man. Y'all are funny, bro.
Selling it for $300, but he made 50, 40, 50K trading, but he's selling it for $300.
Actually, bro, all my students are my friends. All my
You're not
students
Oh,
even
are
that's
my
even
selling.
worse, dude.
every single one of my students. I know them personally.
So you're not even
That says a
selling
I
it.
know.
lot.
I went to high school with them. Matter of fact, every single one of my students.
That kind of says a lot.
How the
Yeah, it
least
does,
friends
and
we
they
are.
probably all make more than you. One of them started trading in January and made 10K last month. Get up with me, bro.
All right,
Okay,
Get up
bro.
with
so
me.
so price
Let me
Oh my
know.
god,
Let me
bro.
know
price
when you can
goes
turn
down,
5
price
people
goes up.
profitable in less than 2 months.
What
When you
does it
did
mean
that,
when what does it mean
you
when
do that,
price
you
is
can sit
getting
at my table,
respected?
bro.
Deshaun,
Okay,
when
I'm listening.
price is getting respected, what exactly does that mean?
Hey, okay, Tiki, you got that piece of paper
And
you had out?
not with like line terms, not with technical
This is all
terms, like
made up. This literally doesn't mean
yeah.
anything.
No. I'm
So
telling
on
you,
his chart right now,
draw a
see
candlestick with
that
a
line
wick.
on the top of his
Draw a
chart?
Bro,
candlestick with a
That's
it's
wick.
like price
literally
getting
a
respected,
dinosaur,
right? What
bro.
does that
Draw.
You're,
mean?
No. I'm
he was
telling him to draw
drawing a
something.
dinosaur.
Draw a candlestick with a wick.
Draw a
Oh,
candlestick with a whip.
oh,
All right,
oh,
draw a candlestick with a whip.
and then here I'll make one with the
Bro,
wick for you here.
somehow
Here,
I
I got
always
two of them here.
All
Here
right,
you go.
Yo,
Here's
All right.
the one with the wick and
All
Tiki.
right,
just
boom. Now draw another candle. It don't matter if it's going above,
Make sure
below.
you
If it's
include
the
a fair
same level
value
as that
gap.
candle, just draw that candle.
it's
here.
crazy because I always think this live is
All right,
gonna
boom.
disappoint,
You
and
see
then
how
shit
that
like
body?
this
You see how
happens.
that body? You see the body of that second candle, how it closed above the body of that
yeah. So
previous
you're
candle.
long in that
That is an
shit.
indication to me in my brain that price wants to go up.
So you're gonna
Respect,
long
Why
that
though?
disrespect,
shit.
violation. When price breaks a high, it disrespects the high.
Yo,
What
100%
happens? It
Dude,
long
don't
tends
that
to
tell
shit.
don't
retrace
tell
for
me you're
continuation.
longing off of two
Guys,
candles.
No, I'm not longing off of two candles. There's more confluences that
No,
all,
you
like I
just said
said,
you
it's
were.
multiple confluences. They have to be
guys,
aligned. Whether it's
it's
that
way too
secret
many
session,
people,
whether
but
it's
oh
that
my
secret
god.
session range, that London session range, that New York
You,
AM sessions range, whether it's the VWAP line, whether it's the standard deviation lines, I usually like to see two confluences
you guys really like this
consistently.
And
live.
back
But
to
like I said,
back to like whatever you call it. Why are those candles formed and why are the wicks formed?
Look, look.
why do you buy and sell out of the market?
Oh my god.
Like, stop
Yeah,
asking
this
me
is
dumb questions,
guys,
bro.
guys, all my live streams are in my link tree on my second channel. The full live streams there. I just don't have like the most
That's
recent ones
crazy,
up.
bro.
And the most recent ones are also going to be up soon. I'll try to get them up
It can
tonight
be a
or
fake
tomorrow.
out. That's what I'm saying. The standard deviation levels, right? That's what I'm saying with
Okay,
respect,
the
disrespect,
fact
Yeah,
violation.
guys, ask
Listen to what I'm
that
saying. Listen to what I'm
Deshaun,
saying. Look, 0.5, 0.5,
I'm this close, dude. I'm
1.5.
this
That's a
close.
retracement zone, right?
all
2,
right, low
1.
key,
That's an expansion zone. If I see price fail to close above the 0.5, I will take a sell from the 0.5 to the
Thank
opposite
you.
0.5. If price goes up to second standard deviation and fails a full body close above it, I will take a sell to the opposite side, to the opposite
Okay,
standard deviation level.
I got what you're doing, but like the thing I'm looking for is can you say why buyers and sellers would behave in that way just based on that pattern?
That's what I'm saying. What does the buyer and sellers have to do with me if I see price respect in that area and I can take the sell? Like, I don't
Because
understand that question is what I'm
because
saying.
the candle movement is just purely based on buyers and sellers. If you can't predict their behavior, how can you use the pattern to predict where it's going to go?
Okay, so boom, if I backtest a 0.5 trade and 9 times out of 10, if price respects the 0.5 range and I take that sell, it goes down to the other 0.5. What does buyers and sellers have to do with that? If I
They're the
take that
ones
trade
moving
and I
the
take a
price.
loss, I'm okay with that because 9 times out of 10, that would have been a green trade.
How do you know
Deshaun,
that?
buyers and sellers have to do with the whole entire thing, the whole entire thing
No,
that you're
no,
promoting,
it
you're
really
doing.
doesn't. It does.
It's the
No,
whole
it really
market.
doesn't. It really. I mean, it does, bro, but
I don't think this is
not
getting
as much as you
anywhere.
think it does.
Guys, you should have higher
I'm
standards
talking
for
out my
the.
ass for real.
You're way too much back. I'm done. I can't. Way too much background noise anyway. It's gonna corrupt the life. audio, but probably already did anyway.
It's not my background, is it?
No, it was just Deshaun to me. Just yeah. All anyway, just like the thing is like these guys can point at charts all day, but they can never explain why that's happening. Because
Yeah, he just goes because I drew it up like this.
this is literally just a made up chart. Like this literally means nothing, and he's like telling a story about it. But anyway, Hills, you had a question?
Yeah, I just wanted to like bring the topic back to like what you got put up here, trading course
Yes.
sellers. Why is
No.
the course not a scam? I guess I could also kind of answer like 4-day Sean. Like the reason a lot of these guys can't give you like a definitive answer, maybe he just doesn't know,
Mhm.
but like it comes from just like discretion. Like you couldn't really explain it.
No, but like that's not the
Um,
discretion thing that I'm asking. I think, or here, let me clarify my question so you understand why Hills. I'm not saying the discretion part. I get it's discretion, but what I'm just simply saying is you see candle go up or candle go down. Like there's this weird candle pattern. What is like
yeah.
the underlying behavior of buyers and sellers that you can predict based on those candle patterns to predict what the future price is? Because effectively, what you're saying based on that candle pattern is that it has to move in this certain way. So what you're saying is if there's more buyers or sellers, that's a behavior. Something is leading those buyers to buy more for the price to go up. What is that behavior? Is it that they're looking at price and they see price dip down below whatever their buy targets might be? Or are they looking at like a certain news event that would lead them to being more optimistic? Is it an earnings report? Is it like what are you basing it on? Like just if you could answer that, because otherwise it's just random movement. The price is like short-term prices, almost all of it is effectively just random movement, unless you can pinpoint why.
I think that I could answer that for Hills or
Yeah, I don't
previous
know
man,
like
but go
RP
ahead, Hills.
profits. I don't know his strategy or like how like he
Yeah.
views the market, but
Mhm.
Jake said like he knows about it like RP profits or whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I'm
you
not.
can answer it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't say RP Profits as like that's a good guy to follow. I mean, he's just not the guru, but
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that
no, yeah.
price does move in a pattern where it goes up, it dips down, it moves up, it dips down, it moves up, it dips down, it moves up, it dips down. It's the S&P and the Nasdaq as the past however many years. Is that like wrong that it moves up, dips down, moves up, dips down? I think there's definitely a pattern to it, and I think
No,
that
but Jake, when here, let me be very clear. When I say that there it's random movement, that there's no pattern, there is no pattern that you can predict because you can predict the pattern. You know what comes next. You use that with the strategy, you become multimillionaire. 'Cause you
no,
can predict
I
the
don't know
price.
what comes next, and I don't think it'll ever make me or anyone else that's listening to this a multimillionaire. But I do think there's definitely a pattern to it that it goes up, it goes down, and at the
No,
end
no,
of the day,
but
it goes up. I mean, if the
all right.
S&P and Nasdaq doesn't go up at the end of the year,
Yeah.
at the end of the
Oh, I'm not saying end of
next
the year.
20
No, that's not
years,
what I'm saying,
we're
Jake.
wrong.
Oh no, I know, I get what you're saying. No, I agree with you there. What I'm saying is short term, short term. I'm saying like 5 minute, 1 minute is random. Long
Well, I
term, I
mean,
agree with you. It goes
if
up.
you're
Yeah.
day trading on that, then I mean, you gotta. I think there is a technical tactic to it. If
No, but
you,
Jake, I'm
I'm
not
all right.
talking.
I'm hearing you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be more clear. I'm saying candle, but short term. I'm not saying long term. Long term, I agree. The pattern is that it goes up over time. What I'm
Right.
saying is the short term, 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute. That stuff is extremely random. Like there is almost zero pattern to it, and if there is, you're not gonna pick up on it because the technology that it takes to pick up on that pattern, the computing power to test everything to pick up on a pattern, is not something like you would possess at retail. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes, it does. I think. Yeah. I mean, for sure, when you're betting on the
Yeah,
1 minute, 5 minute
because you're
candles,
absolutely
super
correct. Long
volatile.
term, yeah, long term, it goes up with time. Zero doubt about that. You're
Yeah, zero
absolutely
doubt.
100%. Yeah. I'm just saying for the short term, because he's reading candles on like the 5 minute chart. Like that's
No,
all
I mean that
random
previous
noise.
guy was. I don't know. He was out of
Yeah,
his
that's what I'm talking
brain.
about.
But
Yeah,
I
right. That's what
mean,
I'm saying. Yeah, can you explain why that would be happening in a pattern? Because a pattern would involve a repeated behavior. So if there's a repeated behavior,
based off two drawn out candles, no, I could never like say
right? That's
like
what I'm
yo like
saying.
this.
That's what the
I
guy's
would
on
I'm
about.
gonna go long on this shit. Like hell no, bro.
Right,
Like
like what behavior are you picking up on? All a pattern
Could
is
I
you're saying,
could I
yeah,
like
so
try to explain that like in the
yeah, sure,
context of ICT since that's such like a
sure,
broad
Yeah, and
And
then afterwards, I'm
yeah,
gonna end the live stream. So drop a follow if you enjoyed, but I have to end the live stream after you, Hills. But go ahead.
okay. So, in the context of ICT, like time frames is a pretty big thing, right?
Hmm.
Um, and one way you can't actually, you know, predict that and like guarantee that,
Right.
but we can agree that fair value gaps are not guaranteed to hold every single time, but it's
I
already
mean,
been
I would say they wouldn't. They don't really exist. It's just noise that's being described in a different way.
right,
I
right. But
think. Go ahead,
it's
Hills,
been back
bro.
tested. Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say, I think like all that stuff is like good to learn. I think what it comes down to the end of the day is like how you manage your money, how you manage your risk, how you manage what you're actually doing at the end of the day. I think you can become profitable. I don't think a lot of people do, but like if you just kind of, hey, I bang here, I lose a little here. I bang here, I lose a little here. Maybe you do become profitable. And I know Tiki, you disagree,
Well, I
but
mean, I don't. Here's my thing, right? My standard for what is profitable and my standard for evidence is very simple. Show me that you have positive alpha. Show me that you have a positive expected return. And if you can do that with verifiable numbers, 100% on your side, I agree with you. That is, that's the truth. It's that simple. All I
and
go
that's
off of
fair.
is
And I cannot do that
that's
for
it.
you.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my point. So anytime someone they have like all this stuff, all I simply ask them, and I talk to a lot of people who say, I have a strategy, I made money, all this stuff. I was like, first thing I ask them, like, I really try to get them to think of this idea, why, and after why, I just get them the idea in their head that go test it out, make sure that it's real, and then come back. So that way you understand. So you're not blind. You're blind gambling, and you don't know if you have a strategy that's winning. That's the
Right.
best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
Right. So the way that you would take off that blindfold is with numbers, because that will show you if you're, positive. You can spin a slot machine and hit jackpot after jackpot,
Right.
right? But until you open up that slot machine and see if it's broken or not, you can't tell if it's broken. You could just be getting lucky.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's kind of like a coin flip at the end of the day.
Well, it's technically
Actually, we got a little more odds than a coin flip.
you actually have better odds than a coin flip.
Yeah.
The main difference is that, yeah, you actually have better odds than a coin flip for going up or down. It's just the difference is you don't know if it's going to go up or down. It's just over time you have better odds.
Right, which over time, if you have better odds, you might as well stick with that, no?
Right, that's why you buy and hold the market. Yeah.
Yeah.
So buying and holding the market is superior. That's why it beats.
But you have to have
virtually
capital to
90.
buy and hold.
Nope. You can do it with the dollar, dude. Dollar cost average minimum like.
Yeah, but I mean,
20
10
bucks a
years,
week.
that'll be worth like, I don't know, $6. Not
No,
even.
with the market it'll be
$1.50.
worth way more. No, it'll be worth no. But you average it out. I'm saying I average out at least $20 a week into the S&P 500 every single week for like the past few years. That's just the minimum, and I put in more throughout it. And that's every dollar you put into the S&P right now, inflation adjusted. I did the math. I think like 30, 40 years, it'll be worth like $20 more inflation adjusted, by the way. So that's 20x on your money in like, actually not in 30 years, but I think, I forget how much, like 40. But the point is you make money doing this. You don't lose value, but anyway.
Yeah,
You don't
no,
need
I
a
mean,
lot
no
of money.
doubt. I mean, I have like basically my whole portfolios, like all that, like S&P 500 and whatnot, but that's stuff I don't even want to touch. So I'm just looking for like short-term shit like everyone else, I guess.
But like that stuff is what cooks you, is because the markets are efficient. You really can't. It's
Yeah.
so hard to beat it. Like if you could beat it, it's either you're a billionaire or you go broke eventually.
Yeah, no doubt.
Maybe not billionaire, but multi-millionaire. But anyway, Hills, do you have anything else before I end the live stream?
Yeah, I was gonna go on about that, but
Yeah, go ahead, Hills.
I'm not. You're about to end the live stream. I'll just like add some more value to like your actual, your topic. And before I do that, like I want to ask, is it fine if I don't personally sell a course, but like my good friend does, and I've bought a course?
I mean, you can buy it yourself if you want. I just don't think you're gonna get any like legitimate value out of it. But you can go for it.
Whose course did you buy, Hills?
Oh no, I didn't personally. I haven't bought any courses.
I would
I
I would stray away from that personally as a, probably
Look,
someone
if
in the
you're-
same situation as you. I
Yeah,
would stray
look,
away.
if you want to buy a course, go for it. I just don't think that you're gonna get any value out of it. Just
No, I don't need a bike because I already know
oh, okay.
like
Bro, I
majority
had to
of
talk
things.
with fucking sorry if the language is gonna get
No
me
worries.
banned. With TJR's course. Holy shit, bro. I ran that guy up for an hour and a half just bullshitting him. And then at the end he goes, yeah, it's gonna be 7K. Alright, have a good one. Fuck no, bro.
It's free money salesman. Give me 7K and you'll make more than 7K back. It's
Yeah.
like a free money salesman.
Yeah. It's
And
crazy.
yeah, that's more than like a phlebotomy course. There's
Dude,
phlebotomy
it was
courses for like
that's
2K.
so much money. Like, and he was telling me, bro, like, yo, this 18-year-old like just bought it last week and he already's profitable. Like, all right, like,
All right, bro. All right, let's get
how
back.
did this
So
18-year-old get
he wants to end the
7K?
live, bro.
Yeah, I want to end up.
Wants to
I
end the
wanted
live.
to like end
Um,
whatever Hill's question was and end the live. Yeah,
So your statement is trading course sellers. Why is your course not a scam?
yeah, because I wanted to talk
And I
about the
think
real
the
course stuff.
simple response to that would just be, if let's say I was a course seller, I was just selling all of the things and resources that I use to get me to point A to point B.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I use and got me the results that I got. Why would it be a scam to sell that to someone else?
Because you have to show evidence that that's what helped you to get there, and you weren't just lucky.
Yep.
So what type of evidence would you say is sufficient for that?
Alpha. Just literally
Alpha.
just show that you have alpha. Yeah. Yep. Alpha, Sharpe ratio, all that stuff.
You don't think
Realistic.
like let's say someone's profitable for like 2 years, right?
They can still get lucky. Like yeah. I mean, I can give you plenty of examples. I mean, look, you can bet against companies that were failing for 2 years and make a lot of money and say, oh, I'm profitable for 2 years. All you got to do is, bet against this company. But then 2 years after that, the company starts going up and up and up in value, right? You would go bankrupt betting against it. So it's like 2 years, you have to really test that out, if that makes sense. Like, again, this is why testing is so important. Like, you would have to back test it. 2 years of back
I know,
testing.
but that's also like the biggest issue with a lot of like retail course sellers,
Yeah.
right? They're like
Because
Also,
we already
Hills,
understand the
Hills,
quant
I
guys.
think-
They're not.
wait, hold up, Jake. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, Jake. Go ahead, Hills.
We can all agree that the quant guys are not selling courses because they don't need to, right?
No, never in a
Um,
million years. No.
Yeah, exactly. And for the retail guys, it's again, it goes back to their own discretion and just
Right.
simply with chart experience, right?
Mhm.
And you can't really sell that, but what you can sell is the course and the materials that you personally use to get you there.
No, but like you have no way of showing that's what got you there. Is what I'm saying. You can get lucky with any strategy. Like you got to
Yeah,
show. Like yeah.
But you also can't necessarily backtest discretion.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's my second point. I was going to say like because the overwhelming majority of people don't actually have strategies that are real. Like a discretionary strategy is not a real
Oh yeah,
strategy.
yeah. No, I would say like 95% don't have strategies like that
exactly.
are solely profitable on its own.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that if it's not like repeatable, if someone else can't replicate your strategy, it's not like a real strategy. You just kind of switch. I guess technically, if you stretch out the definition of strategy, you could make the argument of strategy. I would just more so say they just do random trading, and that's their strategy, just random trades based on
But
vibes.
it's like if you're thinking about it like that, like then you could say a college course on business is a scam.
No,
because
because that has a positive expected value. Like a college degree has a positive expected value.
No, it
You
is a
make
scam
mo-
because there's no ROI for the students going for that course.
No, but there is an ROI on it. College has a positive ROI.
No way, bro.
Are you being sarcastic? I don't know. I'm sure you are. But
40 paying 40K to go to a class. There's no
Yes.
ROI for me for that.
yeah, there is. You pay 40K, but then your earnings over your lifetime are increased by like $1 million.
No, not if I'm not making 200K a year.
Well, it's throughout your lifetime. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not all at once.
no doubt, but I mean, like, bro, come on.
Just
Did
do
you go
the
to
math
college?
on it. Yeah,
How much did you pay?
I did it. And it was free
Why?
because I had FAFSA. My
Okay.
college was not expensive either. It was not an expensive college I went to.
Yeah. So I mean, I have 40,000 in student loans.
What did you study?
So I studied. I said this earlier to the guy that came up
Film
here
and
earlier.
finance or
Film and
business, sorry?
business. Yeah.
Yeah, but that business degree should still have a positive expected
No, for sure.
value.
I have a good salary, but now it's
There
like
you go. Do you think that you would have gotten?
holy debt, bro. Like,
But do you think you would have gotten that job without your college degree?
yeah, actually, I think I would have.
Do you think or you know? Or would have?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Because based off what the application required for, what the resume needed, I would have got it without my degree.
Maybe, but I mean, you have to understand that degree opens up things like you can go further with that degree than you would otherwise.
Yeah, but you can also go further without a degree and not have student
No.
loans. I think about plumbers that
No.
make a lot of money, and I think about.
Plumbers still go to school though. That's the thing.
I mean, they go to like tech schools for like.
That's still school though. A lot of those
Yeah, I
guys
mean
still go into
that's
debt
high
too.
school basically, though. No.
No, the tech. I mean, trade school is not different. Like trade school, I mean, it's cheaper. Don't get me wrong, but some of those guys are still in debt. Like it's not free either. Like, you still get an
No.
education. You still get a job. You still got to do all that stuff. Yeah.
No, trade school is basically free compared to
Not
college,
really.
where you're paying
It's not free.
thousands for a semester.
Yeah, it's more. I agree. I agree with you. College is more expensive, but technical school still costs money.
Oh, for sure, but
Yeah,
like
it's
what?
the,
Like,
basically all
I
you're
mean,
saying is that there's people who got cheaper, cheaper certificates and have high-paying jobs. That's all you're saying.
Yeah, and a good way to think about it, Jake, is like think about like the most
Also, we
costly,
have to end the live stream soon, but yeah.
like the most costly career path, presumably, or education path would be like trying to become a doctor. Like you're paying for a ridiculous amount of school, but
Yeah,
it's still like obviously a
positive.
huge net positive in the future.
Right. Like I mean, basically, just think of it this way: do you think doctors are broke or rich?
no, they're definitely wealthy.
Right. Exactly. Even though they pay the most in education, they get also the most out of it. It's really just
Right,
your
but
overall
how did they
ROI.
pay all that for education?
Debt.
Loans.
Yeah, you
Loans
just
and
debt
debt?
finance it. Yeah, just debt finance it. Yep. Because you get a higher return on your degree than your debt, so it's always positive. You pay 40K plus debt, let's call it 50K by the time you pay it off. But that 50K degree adds more than 50K to your lifetime earnings, so it's worth it. That's how you get rich.
You know how many years it takes to become a doctor?
Yeah, it's 10 years or so.
10 years.
Yeah.
And how many, or how much per year would that averagely cost?
Oh, like probably for doctor, I would say maybe like 50K for because a lot of those guys they
Per
come out
year.
with
So that's like 500K, no?
Wait. I wanted to end it, but there's apparently a course seller with like 70K followers requesting right.
All right, I'll go mute.
Hello, T.fx or T.4x. How old are you? You there? T. Dot. You're off screen and we can't hear you.
This happened last time we got a big guy up here.
They
They
don't
chickened out.
mute.
Don't chicken out, Forex. Come on.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to you, man. Come on, 4x. We'll wait for you. We can. Oh, he left. I didn't do anything. He left. Oh my god. I'm gonna invite him back up. Let's see if this
Yeah, I
works.
just invited him.
No, he doesn't want to do it. How shocking. I mean, that's kind of evidence in itself. Like, you wouldn't want to answer this. Like, seems like it's pretty helpful for you to answer this. I don't. Maybe he has problems. He wanted to request. Maybe he accidentally, or no, I don't think so. Because why would you're a course seller and you accidentally requested this live? I'll give it a few. I'll wait. I'll see if he says
He's still
anything.
viewing, it says.
He's still in here. Yeah, he has like 70K followers too. I don't think he wants to. I guess he's not the biggest guy that's been on. That the guy who had 150,000 followers. There was another guy who had like 20K, 27K, like decently sized accounts. The biggest was 150K.
All right, in the meantime,
Yeah.
You said doctor probably averagely spends
Oh, yeah.
50K a year
Because
on
their
their
average is
school.
like, yeah, their average debt I think is like 400K. So
Yeah,
over
400,
8 years, it'd be like,
500.
yeah,
So, and then after they graduate, all that, how much are they making per year?
yeah. I
Probably
mean,
400, 500K, right?
No,
yeah, but
not
that's
not straight
over.
out of school. Come on.
No,
No, but
no.
like
Even if
Jake,
it's in the
hold up, but
first 3
Jake,
years or 4 years out of
Jake, yeah, but can I
the
say something?
residency.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jake, the main thing you have to look at is you have to look at lifetime earnings because right out of school, yeah, it's not going to be as much. But then imagine like when they're at their peak earnings, a lot of doctors are making $1 to $2 million a year, and some of those guys they can go for like a decade making $1 to $2 million a year plus.
Yes.
Like
All right.
imagine like
I
you're
guess I'm
yeah.
looking. I mean, you're right. I guess I'm
Look at
looking
the
like
long
the
term. I mean,
first like
how
5 to 10 years right out of school, you're in hella debt and you're making 100 to 200K as a doctor, but you have 500K in debt and
yeah.
you're making 100 to 200, but you're also spending
Wait, hold
half of
up. This
that
guy.
on, whatever you need
Oh,
to.
wait. Clips guy came back with a second account. Hold up. He came back with a second account. Wait. T. Dot 4X. This is the other guy. See if he joins. I still invited him up. Yeah, but I mean, Jake, right now I think you're young, so I haven't hit your top earning years. But your main thing is with the degree is like that payoff is later on.
No, I
That's
mean,
mainly
I'm
why.
27. Like, I'm pretty
Yeah,
close
it's,
to
you're
my
not
top
there. No,
earnings.
no. Your top earnings is 40s and 50s. You're not close, dude. 40s and 50s. Like that's when you don't have enough experience. By the time you're 40, you'll have, depending when you started, you have like 15 years of experience plus.
Yeah, but at the rate this is going now, like my raises don't even match inflation, so it's
Oh,
like
he
I'm
doesn't have
losing.
to. No, but Jake, what I'm saying is, you switch jobs, you'll get paid a lot more.
Yeah,
Your prime earning years, really, it's your 50s to 60s. Like,
you think so?
oh, that's just a fact. All the rich people are like really old. Like, it takes time to accumulate wealth. But yeah, he doesn't want to come up. Yeah, that T4X guy does not want to come up.
Come on, get up here, FX.
He got scared. It's okay. T. Dot 4X, whatever. I have to end the live stream soon anyway. I guess that's disappointing. Course does not equal competence. I agree with you. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Vernon. Anyway, I'm gonna end the live stream in a couple of minutes. I'll see if he's more than
All right, bro.
welcome to
Appreciate
come
you
up.
letting me
But
come up
yeah,
and just chatting, whatever.
yeah,
Have a good night.
appreciate it, Jake. Yeah, yeah. But your prime earning years are your 40s and 50s. They are nowhere near your 20s, unfortunately. Yeah.
I hope
But
so.
anyway, no, that's just a fact. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Yeah, business, especially corporate, like corporate roles, guys making money. Really, you get lucky if you're making decent money in your 30s. You get lucky.
I don't know. It depends what ladder you're climbing.
Yeah, that's fair. But I'm just saying corporate as a whole, like, yeah. But anyway, who's requesting? Is it that guy? No, he's not requesting. He's not here. Dang, that just sucks. Anyway, I'm gonna end the live stream now. Damn, that would have been a good one. But anyway, I'm ending the live stream now. Yeah, drop a follow if you enjoyed, guys. I'm ending it in like 10 seconds. Do.